Hey everyone, welcome to Whiskey Charlie Friday Night Fights. I'm Mo from Mo's Game Table, and joining me tonight is Wargaming Wizard from Oz, Kev Sharp, the guy who cannot get his infantry out of their own way right now. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's awesome. It is awesome.
Oh man, it's a Friday night, that's for sure.
Shit, what a cluster! Here I am.
Yeah, well, that's the part. That's the fun part about this stuff. It's like, a real professional show. We come on a little late, and we're just a mess. But hey, you know what? You get what you pay for.
Hey, you too can drive extremely fast on back streets to be here almost in time, right?
Exactly. So let's see who we got joining us tonight. We got Rich. Hey, Rich, how's it going? We've got Stigler. He's joining us. Hex to Hex. And we got Charles. Fango Wolf. Got a good crew here tonight that all coming in to check out the game. I know Fango was talking about this last night after the Compass show, so he's all into it. And see, he sent me something earlier, and I've got to. It would help if I downloaded it. I had it at work, and then I was like, oh no, I got to download that at home. But were you able to connect into me or no?
Any moment now. It's
okay. We're still waiting.
We're still waiting. We're deciding whether or not the actual Vassal module will boot.
Yeah, because the interesting thing is we're going to rehash what happened last week, and it was interesting because we were going, okay, yeah. I mean, we had a good run of it there for a while. We were having a couple good brawls and stuff, and then Kev ran into a disruption, which caused a retreat, I think it was, and then the retreat, it looked like, was going to set off a chain reaction, and we were like, well, that's what the rules say, but that seems kind of OP. And then we talked to the designer, and it turns out that that is right. It will set off a chain reaction. And that's a mess.
I'm like, gee, my glasses need to be adjusted.
Exactly. It's like, holy shit. I mean, you're going to, if you don't know that ahead of time, and this is a huge thing for those who don't have the game yet or haven't played the game yet, this is a big point to remember, because you're going to need to keep, make sure that you keep your infantry spread out, because you're limited in that, and the stacking to 2 AFEs and 1 infantry, which is kind of weird. And in a way, I kind of question it. I would like to ask the designer on that. What was the reasoning for that? Because when you think about it, what are these, regiments or divisions or whatever?
I think division broken down into brigades and battalions, and you don't have a room set up, bro. So get your
what the hell?
See,
it doesn't let me set up. It doesn't let me set up the damn room. You set up a room.
Let me try that. But
there you go. I see you.
You got me right.
I see you there in the main room. Okay. And then we'll share. And then we'll share this thing.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
This is what happens when we don't have time to prep ahead of time.
Yeah, because
some people are just slackers.
I came up with 2 new products tonight, so you can't complain.
What was Bush League, Stigler? What was Bush League?
We are Bush League, man.
We are, man. We're not the pros. All right, so let's see. I see you in the main room. Do you see me? Oh, there we go. There we go. Join that one. I don't know why it wouldn't let me set up the room.
You can open your game in that.
Yeah.
And I can sync on you.
Yeah. There we go. Maybe that's why, because I had opened it up already. Are you seeing it now?
I know. I need to click on this little bad boy here and synchronize, and boom, there she is. All right.
Kablamo. Okay.
We are legit and pro. Look how spread out that German division is, so that you can take advantage of the fact that when I make a really shitty attack and I retreat through all those guys, that it's mayhem.
Let me see if I can get this here shared. And yep, there we go. Okay, so
yeah, why don't you explain the situation and
yeah,
we need to retreat that guy, right? That guy there, right there, right?
Yeah, this is the guy that's got to retreat. And the problem is, I'm just taking this off here because that was a marker we placed there last week.
Yep.
And the issue is he retreated. I think he retreated from here, wasn't it?
He was attacking into that village, I believe.
Okay.
Or was that right? Because you bounced me out, right?
Yeah, you got bounced out. Now the thing is he has to retreat. And when you retreat, he's going to pretty much everywhere he has to go. I thought this wasn't here. Oh, no, that was where you were attacking from. That's right. So you have to retreat into one of these other hexes, right?
And then that forces them to do a morale, basically a morale check.
Yeah.
And
effectiveness check, yeah. So, like, as you see here, there's infantry, and then there's tanks under each of these. So these, if he moves in there, he's going to have infantry. So he's going to really be screwed. Infantry here, infantry here, infantry here. So here's the rub. Okay, start off. We'll move this out of the way because this is the marker. It was here. You got bounced out, and I think there was a unit there too, wasn't there, or something? I can't remember.
I think yeah.
And then so okay, this would disrupt. Now if he retreats again, he chooses to go to here, and I think
go roll again, right?
Yeah, but I think when it comes to retreating, and if there's somebody there, I think the attacker chooses. Isn't there some weird thing like that? I know Fango was looking at the rules, so he'll definitely be the rules guy right now to check on that. But if you move in here, then that's going to disrupt these guys, and you're going to have to do your effectiveness check, the whole 9 yards. And if that disrupts, and then he's going to have to go here and go here and go here and go here and go here. As you can see, it can go all the way down the line. So you can move multiple hexes until you finally get to, say, this one where there's nobody there. So you have gone from here and then 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes, and you've disrupted at least 3 either individual units or stacks.
Oh,
so that's kind of a mess.
Yeah, and Fango is saying it's disrupts. So it's auto disrupt, or is it a roll for disrupt? And now keep in mind, I made the choice to move. I'm in the middle of a house move. So guess who moved the game? At least I think I did. Let me go check. I'll be right back. No one can see me leaving the desk. But just imagine I'm here talking to you.
There you go.
I'm going to see if I have my rules.
Exactly. So I'm going to have an imaginary conversation with Kev. But as you can see, though, that hex there, that 1808, this one did have a unit in, I believe, at the time. We removed it because we were it was late in the game, and it was one of those things where we were not sure of how this was going to all work out. So we kind of just stopped it at this point. But if you're here and then you get pushed there and there was a unit, we'll just put this here as if it was a unit. This one would disrupt. And then you have to move again and again and again and again, or to here to Strizlau. But
no rules. Okay. Let me see if I can find a set online. But Fango's saying only disrupts, but I don't know if we check for those disrupts. So auto disrupt. Okay, so I'm hosed. Let's grab that guy and push him back to Straziao. It helps when you've had some drinks to say that word.
Yeah.
Where's the guy? Which one? This one? Right.
That guy, yeah. I had moved that. We put that there for the thing.
We're going to do this. That's special. Oh.
So that was the mess that we found last week, because when you set up, it tells you to set within 4 hexes of this. Okay, so like 4 hexes of Urban, you've got to set up these units in. So you set them up, and then you have all these other ones like within 5 hexes over here, and I think there's 2 hexes of Rodlow here, and you have to set up your units within a certain amount of hexes. Now you have to when you're playing, you'll have to keep in mind that you're going to need to have empty hexes so that way you can retreat. And you're going to have to not only remember that on the setup, but on your advance. So that's going to be something that you have to keep in mind.
Yeah, and so let's talk about that for a second. I don't obviously have the rules in front of me. I'll look for them in a second, but let's talk about scale and time here, and what the impact of that is, and yes, we'll get to playing in just a second. But if what is that unit? Let's call it a regiment, right? If that regiment of SS retreat through 2 other formations that are motorized units in, I think the hex is at 2 clicks. Is that right?
So it's 2.2 kilometers, and they're mostly battalions. So
battalions. Okay, so I'm waving my hands around here a little bit, going, okay, why am I being penalized for that on either side? Why is that the impact given over 2 kilometers in retreat or attack? There's a formation that is probably a battalion does not have a 2 kilometer frontage, right? That's like historically fact. So, not bitching about the system here, but I'm curious about the designer intent for that retreat mechanism, given that I would have said, yeah, sure, bounce your guys out and maybe make a roll to see if they disrupt or don't disrupt, as the case may be. I don't know. It just seems a little arbitrary to me.
To answer your question, Stigler, yes, the thin diagonal line is a disrupted status. As you see there in 1908 right here, this is disrupted. Being a pro, he wants to know all the time what it is. But now here is something where you're saying, and I agree, I think that we need to know the designer's intent on that. And that's where I made the comment earlier. Now it starts feeling, in our conversation, it almost feels at that point like it's a Euro, because now it becomes a puzzle rather than a war game. And I strongly disagree with the fact that you can't fit a battalion in a 2.2 kilometer hex. You can't fit more than one, especially when you could fit 2 battalions of armor in there, but you can't squeeze in another battalion of infantry. That's that's a little weird. And the thing, like I was saying, it's not just in the setup, but it's continual throughout the game. You have to do that across the board. So as you're moving, you're going to have to make sure you do leave those open hexes, which also allows your opponent to counter. And maybe that was the design intent.
Yeah, and so that all right. So we've got to put all that into context of the gameplay, right? So the gameplay relies on you choosing a formation to activate with somewhere between 1 and 7 activations. So depending on how many you get, you have to have a certain number of units within range to execute an attack. So
Kev is in control of the retreater till it ends. In this case, he will take the 2 hex retreat. First guy touch will disrupt. If there's no infantry under the tanks, he can finish the retreat there. The thing about it is there's infantry over here and here as well.
Yeah.
So that's why it's going to chain.
Yeah. That's irrelevant. That's a rule. That's a rule interpretation. What I'm trying to understand is
why,
and historically why would that matter? Given that we can have 2 battalions of tanks and a battalion of motorized infantry in a hex anyway, and I'm passing through disorganized, guys are running around going, oh my God, yes, it's horrible. The Soviets are so powerful. I don't understand. There's that going on. I got it. We're retreating 4.4 kilometers. Ooh, scary times. And we screw up everything else. But my point was, if I have between, a D10, but the scale's different. So somewhere between 3 and 5 activations. And I can't stack infantry, make these infantry units. I can put armor battalion or 2 with it, so I can have mega stacks, but I have to have these guys up close and spread out so that they can do follow-ons, right? So the game is encouraging you, not forcing you. So exactly. So let's say I roll next turn. I activate the blue formation that Fango was talking about. Okay, this is where they would lose. I would have to undisrupt those guys. So if I got 3 activations, or 4, I'd say if I got 4 activations, because there's a table here, right? So you're showing that right now. So when I roll for how many activation points I get, and they go down as I activate more, I'm going to get somewhere between 1 and 7, but it's more likely to be 3 and 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow 2 of them to unscrew up a retreat that really didn't take up all the space, is the point I'm trying to make here. And then that diminishes my ability to move forward. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to pile more guys forward, because next time I want to be ready when I try to advance across the river or attack across the river, that the next guy who has an activation can take advantage of that potential, I would call, an exploit attack, right? So there's something that doesn't necessarily feel, I'm going to use the word kosher. Is that a bad word to use?
It doesn't feel organic.
No, right. It doesn't feel organic. It feels like I'm doing something that's a little bit artificial, that maybe I'm trying to inflict some pain upon the attacker because they made a shitty attack. But the attack, that consequence, depending on how I don't know where I would put these guys. Am I going to put these guys all the way back here, right?
Yeah.
Am I going to do this so they're out of the way? Okay. Well, now I want to move them up. Someone was successful in an attack, say here.
Mm-hmm.
If I've got activation points, well, these are the free guys that aren't in the way. So I've got, well, they're disrupted now, but it's.
It almost feels like it's a limitation on keeping the Germans held back, so they can't pour through, and you can't like set, because these guys essentially up here would be, like I said, if you punched a hole here, these are like reserves, they could pour through.
Right, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not able to do that in this way, and I agree, it feels artificial in curbing your ability to move, because it doesn't match with the scale. You've got battalions of infantry in a 2.2 kilometer hex. It's like, I can probably squeeze in like a couple of regiments worth in that span, so a battalion is not a problem.
Yeah, so punch up stick with this comment, the last comment, funny guy.
So Kev, you're saying that the Germans need to use Schwerpunkt tactics, but you need to mass at a single narrow point to do that. And if the attack fails, you get penalized for concentrating. Well, he was doing that here, was he was trying to get into that village, and all my guys.
I was in that village, and you
right.
attacked me, I believe. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I attacked you. I forget now.
Well, no, you attacked these guys over here. I think the machine gun and all that stuff, and then I ran my armor up. Yeah. So yeah, it's funny now. He was saying that you did a great Arnold impersonation. It's like, the only problem is here we don't have any air cabs, so you can't say "get to the chopper." But it's kind of weird. So, that is a good question. If the designer happens to watch this, he watched last week, he said, when we asked him the question. So if he watches this again, I'm curious to know, and I know you are too, why is this? And I think everybody here is as well, want to know why, what was the design intent here? And, we're not saying it, your game's broken, dude, or anything like that. We're just saying it doesn't fit.
No, it's broken.
It's totally broken. But it is weird, and it just seems a little strange. So is there infantry in Rebenne? Yes. He's got a giant roller skate in Rebenne, because that's what that looks like. Giant roller skate.
This guy.
Yeah. So I mean, as you can see, you're going to have to move everything out of the way, and then, like I said, you're going to also have to have open hexes in between them, so you're not going to be able to line. I mean, you can use your armor as your reserves, but you can't use infantry. You can use, but you want to use infantry to kind of pour through and take on, or I guess you could say garrison or whatever, at least until they gather up, and then you move them forward again. But as you move across, you're going to have to keep those empty hexes, which does feel a little puzzly rather than wargamey.
Yeah, look, I'm not, I'm not opposed to it. It is what it is, but it's
what's the B word?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know either. It's a BGG construct. I don't know. Well, let us know in the comments. So
where we get to, we ended an activation. Now we have to roll for the next one, I think. Right?
Yeah, where were we? Yeah, I think we were. I think we were all. Let's see here. That's the combat multipliers. Get the charts open here. Oh, pull it off screen. So that way, when we need to pull it on, we can just pull it over. And
yeah, see, so here's an interesting thing. Where is the other shot?
It's funny how they're opening all maxed out. It's a shame you can't max them in size. Get like full screen.
So, for instance, the Nazi, the SS unit, the 14th, whatever it is, they have 1 activation left. The best I can do is get 4. Oh, actually, go ahead. It's actually not that bad. I was looking at the red one. So if I roll a 10, I can get 7 activation points.
Broken.
If I roll a 6, I get a 3. So a 7, I get a 4. So that's pretty dicey in terms of total volume of activations to finish up that formation, given I've got more than half of it in the backfield, right?
Let me see here. It's a CRT. You're talking about
Look,
this.
Look at the chart.
Yeah.
And zoom in on column 1. I think it is. Current formation activation level is 1. If I rolled a 5, I would get 2. A 6, I would get 3. A 7, I would get 4 action points. One to undisrupt the guy. May or may not want to do that. It costs 1 to do a hasty attack, costs 2 to do a regular attack, and I need to be adjacent to those guys to execute that attack. So you see, and don't forget that at the end of the turn overall, I've got to then recover the number of activations I'm going to get for the next turn. But if I blow through all of them, I'm not getting 7 back next turn. I might be only getting 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
So it's a delicate balance to play off here. I think we were enough whining about the game.
Quit whining.
Stop just whining.
Stop whining.
So we've got initiative to do, and you get a +2 because I had the last activation.
Okay. Oh, Kevin's saying that Vassal will remember the screen size you last used. Huh. All right. So I got a 5.
Ooh, okay.
You get a 10.
Right. All right. So yeah. Okay. So let's, for argument's sake, just to demonstrate, and it may not be the best time because don't forget, we haven't even looked at the south of the map here. We've been very focused on the north. So for the first activation, I'm going to say I'm going to activate the whatever that is, the 9. Let me just zoom in on my little doohickey here.
The 44th.
Yeah, it looks like Google wants to hang on. Google wants to help me. Hang on.
Oh no, these guys.
Google's, I don't understand your question. 298. I'm going to activate that. It's got 5 activation level, formation activation levels. So on the 5 column, I'm going to roll D10 ski. Roll a 9. That's what Dad's talking about.
Nice.
I think I get, is it a +1 for the interaction level? I think it is. 5, 9. So I think I get 7 activation points. Unless you want to look a rule up, I'm going to take that.
What is it now? We're on.
Yeah, I'm saying I think
you got a 5.
I rolled a 9. I'm on the 5.
You rolled a 9,
and I think the air interdiction thing gives me a +1.
Do you get air interdiction on the first turn still?
I don't think you do, because we're German. We love that shit. Stukas.
Stuka.
So I'm putting it at 7, unless you can come up with something else.
That's fine.
I will save 1 point if someone chimes in and says you're an idiot.
So where he's at, all right, it was 5 activations. And you look here on your activation, he rolled a 9.
You're supposed to be following.
He gets a 6. Well, I'm just telling the viewers at home. So he gets a 6, and then he cheats and gets a 7. I mean,
no, I got a 9 for my roll. Right?
You got a 9 for your roll, but you get 6 activations on the 5. Yeah, I'm just still had a cross reference.
Okay. All right. So 6 activations. So So arguably, I could spend 2 to unfoobar my disruptor guys. That would bring it out of 5. But we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that yet, anyway.
Move that off.
Is this hex a swamp? I think it is. Let's see. I wish I had my freaking charts. Why did I take those? Bear with me for a second. We need to clear some river line here so that we can advance.
Do a little river dance.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right, yeah, it is marsh. So attacking out marsh is bad. +1. What other negative things happen? Huh. Nothing else really. All right, so I think I'm going to get brave here and use, where's the cost chart? Bear with me for a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a hasty. What is this?
So Fango says +2, -1 for German air. Move the marker up to +4. Interdiction is an initiative.
Oh,
so this is why it's good we have like the off camera people to read the rules while we play.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so I think what he's saying is then it's on 6 points. That's what he's saying. Okay. So we'll play with that. I'm just looking at action points. I think we're going to attack with this unit into this hex.
You think that's a good idea?
I think it's a fabulous idea because you know what? It's all cardboard all the time. So that's going to give me, we're going to resolve this right now. It's going to give me 8 to 1 on you guys as a starting point. And you are in some dinky little alleged village.
Yep.
All right. It's going to give you a +1. And I think you're going to get a +1 for the marsh. So that's +2. Oh, please. just give me one.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead. It's like, don't these people know we have war games to play and we have a show to produce here? God, these people. But okay, I think I got these all set up now where it's a little easier to read. Problem is, I wish I had a third monitor. I could just much more easily put these on the side. What I really wish is these had a minimize instead of a close, because then I could just minimize them and pop them right back up. But the CRT is what we're going to be working on next as Kev works through his combat here, which should be pretty easy because those border guards really can't do much. But those combat chits can change things, as we've seen. Because remember, we're going to have to pull a combat chit out each, and then it's going to be the modifier based on what type of attack he's making, which is a hasty attack.
A hasty attack, yes. And Fango is saying terrain mods are only hex side. The village changes. No, the village changes CRT, but a marsh is +1 for combat. So that's a hex side change. And then, oh, I see what he's saying. Marsh, yeah. We would look at the actual column. So it's a +1. So good catch. So we're on the 8 to 1 column in marsh, which is the same as village.
Well, it's 8 to 1, but we haven't pulled our chits yet.
No, we have not. So we got to sort all that action out. So let me just find the chit pull doohickey.
It's one next to the charts.
Oh.
Combat multipliers. Which, when you look at it, looks like multiplier.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
but it is actually an I in there.
Yeah. I've got one. Did you get one?
Yep, I put it on top of my unit.
I think you put it on top of mine.
No, that's my unit.
Oh. Yeah. No, really. I
think you had too much dinner.
Too much dinner? Too much something?
Too much meeting.
Too much meeting. Yeah, it was a long-ass meeting. All right, so I'm... here we go. This will work. This is good. I'm a 4 rated unit. You're a 2 rated unit, so you need to flip your worthless little dude over. No, turn, I think it is. And so I'm a 4. Even with a hasty attack, I'm getting double, so I'm 16, and you're 1, right?
Yeah.
What is wrong with your guy? Why is your guy not...
It doesn't flip.
Okay.
Because there should be 2 side cities that should cover all the way up to 7.
Yeah, you should. So I would pull another die, obviously.
Why is it doing? Hold on. See, the numbers are changing, but this isn't changing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, watch. Watch when I do flip. It's 2 2 3 1 2 2. 2 2 3 3 2 2. We don't know which one's which.
So I guess the top one. Well, actually, no, it would be the bottom one. But which is which?
Yeah, that's the thing. They're all saying 5 6 7. So let me try this.
I would say the 1 would be the 4, right, versus the 7, which was multiplied by 3.
Yeah, I would guess that would be it.
And you're actually doing, and here's where we, I made this mistake last time when we did a few attacks. You're the defender, and you're doing a regular defense,
which is the middle.
Which is the middle number.
Yeah.
So you're going to multiply by 3.
2.
So that's going to give you 3, but I'm 16. So it's 5 to 1, right?
You got 16. I got 2. Yeah.
No, you multiply by 3, bro.
3.
You're a 1, aren't you?
Wait a second. I'm a 1, and it's the middle number.
Yeah.
So it's 2.
Okay. Well, I'm looking because the counter is Vuca. I'm looking at the number 7. Here's my look.
Okay. Okay. You're looking at number 7
because my 4 is on the bottom here, right? 2 3 3.
Yeah.
And if I flip it over, wow! Look at that. The 7 result is worse than the 4 result.
Yeah. Let me do something out of curiosity.
That's odd.
See, now we get a 2 3 4, and then we get a 5 6 7. That was weird. That's a broken counter in the mod.
That's odd.
So,
well, just use whichever one you want.
It's what am I, a 1? It would still be a 2. It would still be a 2. Either way, it's going to be crap.
Okay, so I've got 16 to your 2, so it's either 8 to 1, 5 to 1. Really don't matter. You're getting a +1. I get with a hasty attack. I don't think I get any bonuses because I get no supporting, nothing. It's a straight up die roll with a +1, a -1, I guess. The -1's going to go to you for the marsh, right? Is that correct? The village, right? The village.
Marsh is combat is a +1. Village is +1.
And it's the I think the DRMs are for the hex side. So you're hex siding.
It says here when attacking into or out of a marsh hex, the B. So that would be marsh would be a quarter. No, it would be nothing.
That's
for infantry. That's only for tanks. So it does not affect infantry.
All right. Well, dude, I'm just going to roll a die on this.
It doesn't look like it affects infantry because otherwise it would have a B on marsh.
Well, I rolled a 9, so not very good, obviously, because it goes up to 20.
8 to 1.
On a D10, 8 to 1.
So you lose 1, I lose 3.
Yeah. So that guy pops. And I believe I am stand by. I think I have to take the first loss, right?
Let me see.
Ooh, what does that do?
You take first loss, or can you retreat? distributing combat hits. If the corresponding combat result is at least one step loss must be taken. Mandatory first strength point loss must be from a unit that defended. Defender's attackers result ready must take an EC. I don't need to take an EC. My guy's dead. That's all for the defender. What about the attacker?
I think there's a little marker here for add combat marker, I guess.
Yeah, did you use any HQ support, which would be like massive overkill?
Not allowed to. Yeah, hasty attack. That's why I did.
Oh, that's right, hasty attack. Yeah,
because it's a cheap ass attack. So I get to advance. I get a free move, right? So I have 3 movement points, and I'm going to just advance into.
Yeah, you got to put a combat strength marker in there.
Well, do you see this little
attack?
Is that attack? Is that what that is? I'm wondering if that's a marker that we can use because you can increase it.
No, you have
the loss markers. I got to use those.
Yeah, you use the step loss marker. So you're an 8, so you would use one of those.
I'll try to find them.
And then you would just rotate it.
7. Thanks, champ.
There you go. Well, put it underneath.
Right, that's cool. There we go.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
I got it.
You got it. I hate when it does that. So we've got some comments here. We've got Charles says, Moe, Kev, count on you award-winning gamers to figure out all of this for us mere mortals. And then Stigler laughed at the issue that we ran into where we had problems with the counter, the chit, no pressure. Kev says bad module design. And then Stigler says you found the one FUBAR chit. John, hey John, how's it going? John Longshore joining.
Oh, Mr. Longshore. Hey, if he gives you $2 tonight or $1 or whatever, I'm gonna get upset, John, because maybe I'm missing a pay button, but I'm sure that's the one freaking monetization thing I've activated, and none of you bastards ever give me a penny. And I'm pretty. First of all, I'm taller than Mo. Okay, so I have that going for me.
Everybody's taller than me, though. I'm only 5'8". I'm only 5'8", so I'm not a tall guy.
No, it's just fucking ridiculous. All right. So anyway, John, do not give him any money tonight, please. Just make me hurt my one feeling.
If you do, John, first off, thank you. Second, go to Kev's channel when he's doing a live thing and make sure that you give him $1 and ask him if you can put it behind the G string.
Classic.
Because he likes that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I've spent 1 action point. We only have 6 to go on the first activation, and it's 8:45. Who's having a time here?
Oh, there we go.
Crazy. It's the entertainment is crazy here. It's off the train.
Look at
that. Oh, he gave you a son of a bitch. What?
No, he just posted it up there. There you go. Nice. All right. So now that means you got to go to Kev's channel and make sure you tuck $1 into the
next time
waistband of the G string.
Now, here's the thing. I can activate that guy again, and he could attack into Ludi. What is this? Ludin. He can do that. That's an HQ, right? I could bounce your HQ. I can. Oh, yes. Wait, I can do this.
But
I could go 1, 2. I can bounce your HQ.
So you got. Let's go back over here so everybody can see.
Yeah.
How many APs?
I haven't moved. This is my free advance, bro. Look.
Okay. The advance. Okay.
So look, I have a free move. I don't believe I have to move into the conquered hex. So can't go 1, 2 like that?
Let me see.
There's no combat, I don't think.
Let's see.
Have a quick draw? Damn, right.
See what it says for advance after combat.
Yeah, I get 1 AP, so I can move 3. I can move 3 movement points. I don't believe I have to move into the conquered hex first, so I can go 1, 2.
There you go.
Or whatever. However much that hex costs. It's a village.
It's a village.
You got to bounce that dude
It's
to another village, and it gets disrupted or flipped over or something like that.
Who, my guy or your guy?
Your guy. You're out of there.
The border guard?
This guy. That's HQ, bro.
You hit him. Okay. Oh, they have to. Yeah, displacement. That's different.
Yep, and you're being displaced, I believe. And I'm gonna try and find the rules online. Let's see if I can find this. It's called Vuca Games.
Let's see. So his range is 8 because displacement. I mean, headquarters are handled totally different.
Yeah.
You don't move them. You have to displace displacement, I should say, is how they get moved when they get hit or overrun or whatever you want to call it. But when you move them, you actually, I think you pay an AP, and then you move it up to its maximum to move from one village to another. Like so let's see where I can move him to.
I got the rules here.
I could move him down here. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Novovolinsk. I can move him down there because that would be 8.
Sweet.
Wait a second. Hold on. They're in Luden?
Yeah, let me just check. And Stick, I agree. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I've reconciled myself with the Simonich approach to advance in any direction, including to the rear. It's a game system mechanic, and I think this is similar, but I'm trying to pull up the rules here to make sure that I'm not bullshitting my way through.
Family rating? What family rating? And Fango says you get 1 AP if you win the battle.
Yeah, so so it means I get my full movement, but my question was, do I have to move to your...
Not in agreement with not having to enter a hex you clear or force a retreat. The Simonich 4X games do that too. How can you clear a hex without overrunning it? Pretty much, well, just about every war game is like that. If you clear a hex, you can advance after combat into that hex.
Yeah, what he's saying though that like the thing with Simonich is that you fight the battle. Mm-hmm. You're in one hex and the enemy's in another hex. For spatial reasons. Yeah. And so you engage, they're static, you engage with them. You're probably in their hex when you fight, right?
Sure, yeah. It's instantaneous. They're going to have to displace and get out of there. So it's not going to be instant.
They're out, but then you're kind of sort of in their hex, right? Mm-hmm. And then Simonich says, well, you're really not. You're in your hex.
Yeah.
Move wherever you want from the hex you initiated the combat from, and this is the same system. Whereas, like Fango says, right? You can. We need Fango's real name. Like, what is that dude's name?
Lance.
It's Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lance, like Lance said, so I can go. I attack from here, from the marsh to here. Where we don't have the game up, but let's go. So I can.
This is a document that he sent to me. I'll have to send it over to you as well.
Oh no, thanks for sharing.
That he sent to me. Lance did this. He wrote up a little doc here that's like stacking limits over stacking, Zoc effects, effectiveness checks.
That's cool.
So I had it sitting down here at the bottom. I have not.
Well, Lance, I really appreciate it. Always let me know where your friendships and loyalties lie. I do that. Congratulations. Thanks for being a team player.
Man, you are freaking sensitive tonight.
Look, I got all my feeling. I got the whole huge one feeling out. Now, well, here's a question I have that I have not reconciled myself to yet. That's from Lance. So, do we return combat chits to a discard pile or back into the cup? Since he seems to know everything and you have cheat sheet and I don't.
They go back into the cup. Same as we were doing last week.
I'm just asking.
Let me see here. Oops.
Smile with people.
Let me do this.
It doesn't sit well with sticker, especially at least one unit. Victoria 4th. Yes, back in the cup. Okay, good. We did that one thing right, bro. Return to the deck. I did it. Okay, so my guy goes. Oh shit, that's the wrong guy. I don't know where that guy was.
So what I did was I moved my headquarters all the way down here to Novovolinsk because that would be 8.
Yep.
8 squares, hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it would also keep him in range of his subordinate units.
Yes, good job. So I bounced you out of there, which is nice, I think, for some reason. Yep. So that cost me nothing. We still have used 1 action point. I'm about to use a second, and I'm going to do something brave and noble, and I'm going to actually, so I was on 6, I dropped down to 1. I'm going to do prepared attack and spend, I think, 3 points. So that's 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 2. And I'm going to do prepared attack from this hex into
machine gun. Or are you going to go after the infantry?
I'm thinking machine gun.
Oh,
I think I'm going to take my chances. Oh, no. I'm going to do this guy. Even though it's a 6, I'm going to take the advantage of the HQ and the 2 adjacent units, and we're going to go for it. We're going big or going home.
That would be much bigger or much better for you because otherwise you go after that machine gun, you're going after it by yourself, and then it's going to be the pillbox and clear as a +1.
And you have the same rating as me as well.
Yeah.
And I'm on the prepared table, and you're going to be not on that table. You'll be on the regular defense. Okay.
Yeah, the middle.
Let me just find the chip bucket again, because
it's the one.
I split up my module.
Combat multiplier at the top.
I'm working on it. There we go. I put it over here. Shit.
It's 2.2 kilometers, Stigler. If you're going to be a Stigler for the details, it's not 2.5 kilometers. It's 2.2.
Yeah, Stig, get it right, bro.
That extra 200 meters or so, 300.
Oh no! I rolled a 1. I got a 1. I pulled a 1. What'd you get?
Oh,
this is gonna. Yeah. 1 as well. Okay, so it's gonna be.
Okay.
You're a 1. I'm a 1.
I got an 8.
No, you're 6, you dumbass.
No, I rolled an
6.
Oh no, you got to roll.
You don't roll, knucklehead.
Sorry.
Hey, who's drinking here, right? So 6 times the number on the right, which is green, is 1, and you have a regular defense.
Yep.
Right. For a 1, so you're 6, so it's 8v6. That is not 3-2. It's 1-1, right? And now we do DRMs.
It's 4, yeah.
And I'm going to get my HQ for wherever the hell it is, however many it is. I think it's 5 in the middle, 5, and I get plus 2.
Here it is up on the screen.
Thank you, sir. Well, I can't read that. I'm looking at my stuff. 2, so I get 2 per prepared attack per hex, same formation. That's 2, and 2 is 4, so that's 9. What about across the river for support? I think that still counts. Doesn't say
how it's supportive units, any other formation, course attack, hex side. It doesn't say.
I think I got plus 9. I'm gonna pop a die. Let's see what happens. I roll a 3. So I'm guessing it's a 12, unless you can come up with a better excuse.
So 12
in the clear.
Okay.
1-1. Where's the 1-1? Here it is. 12.
1-1's right there.
1-2.
And a 12 is a 1-2.
So the first result is a step, and the second result you can retreat or something.
Yeah, I can because I have an open hex.
Yep. And I lose a step. Excuse me. I must have COVID. Marco.
Polo.
I'm trying to find the
So what's this? You logged on to New World Beta and Aardwolf ghosted you, John?
What's New World Beta?
Not sure. Who's got to do the EC check? Oh, I got to do an EC check.
I think you do. I think you do.
Because it was red 4, and my unit is a 4, so I'm good. Has to. Oh crap! Is it match and be lower or match and be higher? It's lower.
Lower.
But is it equal or lower than?
Equal or lower than.
It is equal.
So hang on.
Yeah.
Let
me do this. Eight, 5, 6.
So how many? So you only got a red 2, right? So you retreat 1 hex. And what'd you roll?
Rolled a 4. Just
okay, so you're good, right?
Yeah, that's what I want to double check on that. Pretty sure that's the case, but I want to just double check because rules start to kind of blend together after a while. You're like, is it equal to or less than, or is it less?
It is equal to or less than.
Okay, that's what I'm just double checking.
PCMMORPG.
Why does it not show that? 5.6.
Okay, so I get to advance if I wish in any direction. Oh, grasshopper. Now, you have a zone of control with an
equal to or less than. Yeah, I just want to double check it. Equal to or less than.
Now, I can use boaty things. I can use a boat. So I don't think I have any left, actually, because I'm still on the first turn. So that's... We got it. So they can't cross. In fact, none of these guys can, except for this guy here. So I'm going to spend 1 action point. And he's going to go 1 to here. And not attack. And I'm going to undisrupt this guy somehow by doing that, and that will be down to 0. And I need to move my formation counter down to from 5 down to 4. So now I won initiative. Your initiative DRM goes up to +4 now.
+4, yeah.
So we're both going to roll for initiative.
Let me.
Something tells me we may not finish turn 1 tonight.
I don't think so. I think this is going to be an epic.
It's going to be. It could be a multi-week game
for one turn.
Turn 1. And that's
we'll see. We'll see how many units can get across the Boog River. It's actually Boog River.
Point you rolling. You roll an 8, so you you win. It goes down back down to 2. And we flip it.
And it flips,
fuck. We don't want to do that. Oh, I swore. Hello. There we go.
Flip, not delete. There you go.
Thank you. You got it. Thank you. All right. Jolly good. Excellent. Now activate one of your dudes. I'm going to get a glass and some ice, and I'm going to have a drink because, it's that time. So carry on with your bad self.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
There you go. So what I did last week in this same thing.
You're not going to do that. Again?
What I did, no, I'm just saying, what I did last week was activate the 41st here, and that's what created this whole cluster over here. Now I've got 1 activation left, just telling the audience. I got 1 activation left, and the way I feel normally is I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pressing the attack, but I'm going to hold on to that one because, they're kind of just chilling. So I can activate the 87th, the 2nd, the 190th. And the 190th can be the orange or the yellow. And actually the orange and the yellow. And then the 2nd is these light gray guys here. And the 87th are these guys down here all the way to the south. And Oh, I never set these guys up. Huh. I forgot. That's what Kev said. We forgot all about those. So while we're doing that, let's just do this. Within 1 hex. Of 3221. Yeah. 33, 3221. Okay. So why didn't that drop in the middle of the hex? That's weird. That's interesting. Oh, that was weird. Okay, hey, I found something else out.
What's up?
When I went down here to look at the units in the south, we said we totally forgot about them. I never set these guys up. They were all stacked still here, 3221. So it said to set them up.
3 or 4 hexes or 1 hex or something.
Yeah, 1 hex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set them up this way, because I was determining who I was going to attack, move with. So what I'm going to do is I cannot even activate those guys yet anyway. Or can I? Let me see.
Yeah, do they even have?
Oh no, they do. They do. They have 4 activations. So they're all the way on the very bottom, just like they are the very bottom of the map. They got 4. So let's activate those guys, and I will roll a 9. So that's not short. Right, current formation activation level. They are a 4. So 4 on the 9 will be a 3. Wait, yeah, 3. Because oh no, that's reaction. 6. It'll be a 6. Yep. So back over here, go to 6. Let's move this off screen. I really need to have 3 monitors. I just don't have the space for it.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah. So John says Boog is how Wiki pronounces it. So we got to say the Boog River.
The Boog River.
Which is fitting because we're having a war, we're fighting, and isn't that the nickname of all that stuff is the Boog? So, hey, we're Boog at the Boog.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move these guys. So there is the chart. All right, so we've got roads 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
No, EC checked on disrupt.
What's that?
Yeah, I made it. Okay, you're good. Carry on. I got to roll. You got to spend the AP and roll. That's choice.
So, engineers are considered infantry in this game, I would assume.
Yeah, they assist with certain types of attacks.
All right, so I'm just going to run these guys all down the road. I'm going to move him into the city, which is where I just should have started him anyway. And that'll be that. And damn it. I hate the way these things stack, these screens. Yeah, that's 1 AP per unit or for the whole. No, that's for the whole formation when I move them, right?
1 per unit. If they're not stacked, and they can't.
Oh, okay, okay. That's right.
Nice
so
try.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 4. I mean, I'm not going to do much with them anyway, other than continue to move them. So I will move
them again. You can move them twice, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend my last. I've got 2 AP, so I'm going to spend those last 2, and I'm going to move these guys down here and these guys here, and that will be that for that unit.
Well,
they're waving at you across the river.
It's really kind of rude.
Yeah, I could do an improved defense, Fango. That's a good point, but I want to get right up to the river.
Because he wants to counterattack.
What's that?
Because you want to counterattack, right?
Well, of course. But I also want to get up there so I can do something. Because, I mean, I could sit back here by Paratoki and set up as an improved position or improve the defense. But if he just says, sayonara, obviously he's going to want to use the road. But
I might.
He might not even activate those units.
Right. Well, I have 6 activations for those guys. So let's see what sort of carnage we can do. So since you decided to play down there, let me play down there. But first, let's roll for initiative. I get a +2.
Oh, yeah, you get it.
I got it.
Ooh, barely gets it by 2.
Yeah. So it flips to you.
Yep.
And
I got to move this over too. I did not move my activation,
yeah.
So
I'm going to move my purple dudes. So we're on the 6. I roll 4. 6, 4 is 5. 4 activations. That's bullshit.
So he's 4. You rolled a 6. He gets 4.
Well, I guess we're going to do prepared attack.
Stigler says, consult the ents, mustn't be too hasty.
Stigler, I swear, first time I meet Stigler, I'm just going to slap him. Either him or John Longshore, one of those. All right. Let's see. Combat, CRT, table, do it again. Where is it?
CRT is right there.
All right. So we're attacking Cross River. It's first turn. Armor gets that bonus, but there's no armor. So
oh, you can't highlight. Yeah.
So you're in a village there. No, you're in the woods.
Hold on. German attacks through bridges in Astulia and
there's no
one's up north. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no bonusing on this one because it's not like it's special.
Okay.
So that's what I was just looking at. So it's a bridged river, bug river.
Yes.
So it's
and then Stigler says you already met him at Game On. You missed your chance.
I met you. Oh, of course. Yes, we did meet it. We did meet it. I understand.
So what you're saying is he's forgettable.
How many years ago was that, Steve? Was that like 7 or 8 years ago? That was a long time ago, right? All right.
John's only been to miniature conventions, so we'll see. John, you got to come out to some more conventions, man.
Yeah. Stop going to midget conventions and come to. Did you say midgets or did you say
miniature?
Oh, miniatures. Oh, I apologize.
Go to full-size conventions next time.
Yeah, full size. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm just looking at the. What is it? Oh, I can't attack. Wait, I can't attack. No, it's breached. Your defense is ×1 for the start, and it's a -4. That's turn F. Okay, that's for the first turn only. All right, let's pull a chit each.
Yep. Alrighty. You're gonna have to you're gonna boog against the boog on the boog.
The boog on the
border
boog.
guards.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We got a whole 1.
So I'm an 8/4, so I'm gonna get double. So I'm 16 with a prepared attack.
Oh, that's 16.
Yeah. Right.
To my 1.
Yeah. But
16/1.
We do get mods, and there's got to be mods here for.
So it'll be 14/1 because there is no 16. Oh wait, hold on. That's.
Yeah, that's correct. Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at terrain. It's
terrain. Yeah, that's what I wasn't doing.
Man, it's like a blind leading the blind here, really, between those.
Yes.
You're in the woods, some sort of woods bullshit. It's some sort of light woods. Is that dense woods? Light. It looks like. What is that? Dense woods.
That's dense. Dense forest. Yeah.
So it's 14/1. And looking at the bridged Boog River, you're multiplied by, no, the AT is multiplied by 1.
Boog River has no effect except on.
See, that's an odd thing. And
the bridged Boog River has a 1, so it's nothing. But that's defensive AT.
Yeah, that's AT.
Yeah. So there's no.
There's none. So.
I don't have any AT because the border guards have no AT.
Okay, so let's. Or how does? I don't know why I'm in this mode tonight, but why is there not a defensive benefit other than the multiplier of multiplied by 1? How does that even work for AT? Right?
Yeah.
Why would you multiply something by 1? What does that mean?
Yeah, that would be weak, especially. Well, I guess because you're getting some advantage being that it's bridged because you're keeping them in a fatal funnel, sort of, because they're coming across a bridge, is what I'm guessing. They give you at least something, which isn't much.
But isn't with the AT guns? Let's say I had a factor of 4. Isn't 4 times 1 4?
It's still 4. Yeah, it doesn't change. Yeah, it's really odd. And there's no. Let's see what that F says. First turn only for that. DRM is a -4. Oh, hold on a second. Bridgebug River. DRM is a -4.
Maybe it's a -4.
For first turn only.
It's -2. So I think there's a. Here's the -4 in the column on the right hand side. DRM. There it is. -4. That makes sense. Okay, but it's only for those 2 bridges. So it's a -4. Now we're talking. So -4.
See, now Stigler's saying some Euro embellishments are emerging. That ain't good.
Well, he's not wrong. It does have there are some Euro-esque manufacturing elements.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know that there's a lot of mechanical things though. It's definitely a war game.
No, absolutely. It's a war game, but there is some Euro sensibilities in there, and
yes.
I
like the way you say sensibility.
Sensibilities. Oh, big word. That was my 50-cent word for the day. That was my dollar word for the day. That was for you, John.
All right. So -4 on the die roll, but I'm bringing my, it's a prepared attack. I'm bringing the HQ, which gets 4 points. So that negates your bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm multiplied by 2, so it's 16 to 1.
Still
You're
14
in the
to 1.
woodsy bullshit. So I get no
14 to 1.
modifiers. So we just roll a die. Haven't I shown up?
And it still says stays 14 to 1, right?
Correct.
Because there is no 16 to 1.
Yeah. 7.
8.
Who's bringing the pain?
I just rolled even though I didn't need to.
Well, that's such a habit though, right?
I know. I was like, oh, opposed
you
roll.
I better roll because we're doing opposing die rolls. That makes perfect.
Hell yeah. So you got a 7 is going to be a 1-2, 14 to 1 dense forest. So 1-2. So I lose 2, you lose 1. I do like the way that the spread here in the CRT is good. It's like the attacker is still getting attrited, which I think is good.
Yeah, the attritional nature of the combat is really good. Yeah.
All right, so Deadpool, because it's just a boog on the boog. It's a border guard.
If I could just be a
speed bump,
a little slower with finding the. Can you just pull me a marker? I keep losing my window.
What? Oh, okay. What do you got there? Eights.
That would be helpful.
Well, no, there's different ones for different.
Yeah, I know. There's 2
values.
I need to leave the window open. Thanks, bro. Right. So 7. I got it. I got it from me. Don't touch my stuff. Leave it alone. Give me that. Did you not retreat?
No, I died. Border guard.
Oh.
Yeah, because let's see.
Fabulous.
Oh, do they have a disrupted side?
No, you're losing steps too. Yes, they have. Everyone has a disrupted side, but you're losing.
Yeah, steps. I lost 2 anyway, so it's going to be 2. He's going to disrupt it and go. I was just because these border guards just die. It seems like.
Yeah. Seems like it. Yeah. All right. Okay. That is movement for him.
But here's the thing: you're saying Fango's like there's an EC check for the dead guy, but what's the EC check going to affect if he's dead?
Well, I think if you pass it, you only get one step, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I rolled a 2, and they are 2 because you see the other border guard. He's a 2, so I rolled a 2. He would have passed the effectiveness check, but he would have died with better honor or something.
Well, I guess he's saying the second step could be taken as a retreat.
Is that the case?
No, now he's saying it's a joke. Oh, lads, it's so funny.
You're so fracking funny. Oh. No, that's good. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of silly when you lose 2 steps on a border guard. And it's like, do an EC. Okay. And I passed it, which was funnier.
Now, here's the cute thing. So if I activate another unit and try and cross, right?
Because you
can't move to there. It's overstacking.
Yeah.
And you're in a zone of control. So nice job for locking that up.
Womp womp.
Can't attack across the river here because I used my 2 commando boats. Can't move any of these guys. Well, this is a winner chicken dinner. You're going to counterattack.
Hold on. What did that say? Oh, that's right. You got to use boat movement if that's not a bridge.
Yeah, it's all boats all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pile up on the bridge, right? Save those MPs, baby. Wow.
So Ken is now Kenneth Klobby. He's joined us. He said the Polish pronunciation for the Bug River is, you guessed it, bug, not boog. But we kind of like now calling it boog because we're calling it the boog on the boog.
We got that going for us.
Yes. And we're drinking whiskey and having fun, and you guys are all, I hope, enjoying yourselves.
All right.
Stigler says, occasionally those border guards hire some good bouncers and soccer hooligans. Don't sleep on those guys. Hold on. You tried jumping my guy? What is this? You got is this checkers and you got a king?
I'm looking for
no, I know.
Spaces and places.
See, it's funny, though, that I do like this aspect of it here because you're stacking your guys up and you can't get across, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Because it slows you down. It does slow that thing. But once you get that foothold, that bridgehead, it's going to suck.
I cannot believe I'm going to waste. Oh, wait a second. I got 4 activation points, didn't I? So, okay. Maybe I'll have lost 1. All right.
So Fango is saying head guy infiltrate move to the next text. Can you do an infiltration move? Let's see.
Let me pull rules up.
Is that in your thing? Let's see.
Let's put this back to where it was.
All right, we're gonna pull this thing over here.
We're going deep.
Infiltration movement effectiveness check.
Gotta roll first.
Got to roll. So is that the case? You got to roll. We're going to count on you to be our rules guide here, Lance.
I think I recall that being so.
Because we did not look at the rules prior to playing. Let me see.
Well, it's been a week. What do you want?
Exactly. Slept since then. Infiltration.
Yeah, I've got 1 AP left, so doing it.
Following situations require an EC for unit. Infiltration movement is 1. Move directly from one EZOC to another. Infiltration is 734, which is right here, and it says for infiltration movement. It says any friendly unit or stack that begins a movement action in an EZOC may try to move directly to another EZOC by expending its entire movement allowance.
Right.
They must pass the EC, and when it fails EC, it becomes disrupted and does not move at all. So there's a risk into it. Then the corresponding action points are spent.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That makes sense. I like that
perfect.
idea.
Yep, perfect. Hard pass. If it was a 6-rated unit, I'd think about it, but I'm happy to not spend my last action point and waste it. for the risk of for a 60% chance of food barring that guy and dying.
Yeah, there's a really good chance you're gonna.
I'm retreating into my other guys and disrupting all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Just roll the dice anyway, just for grins.
You want to see what it was? Let's see.
He'll roll a 1.
9.
Oh, 9,
so
9,
it would have
9.
disrupted.
And then Fango's saying, dig in if nothing else.
Oh, digging in is not like this. Sure, why not? Now I gotta find a freaking marker.
That's assigned. That would be here.
I've got mine all compressed up. I can't see shit. So.
Yeah, I'm looking here to see if I can find it as well. These are all
German
just
assigned. I found HQ step losses.
German assigned. That's markers. Interdiction, pontoon, initiative, counterattack.
Plug in. Okay.
I don't either. And I know they've got one.
Oh, wait, maybe it's a right click. Nope. Send to dead pile, command status.
All right, where the hell is this?
Yeah, I gotta say the vessel module needs some work.
Needs a little bit of work. I think they might have hustled to get it out quick and looked at, maybe left some things out.
I find 80% of the time when I get pissed off with the game playing it on Vassal, it's because the Vassal module is not as polished as it could be. How's that? How's that for a diplomatic commentary?
Yeah, it's better than saying it. It's shitty because it's not. It's
I'm putting a game show marker on that guy. There you go.
Oh my God, that's not what you're supposed to do.
You've broken the rules, Sharp. How can anyone expect to learn the game when you're not playing it right?
Well, if they're expecting to learn a game from us, guys are in trouble.
So initiative roll. Let's go.
Hold on.
What?
Where is that?
What the hell are you doing?
Where is it? Pull this up here and marker. Stop. Nope, it's just delete. There is just a delete on that. Somebody said flip the stop marker, and that might have been it. So that's not good idea though. All right, roll into the 4.
Tell Stickle to shut up. Oh, 3. You win! What a surprise!
Yay! All right, so
I'm gonna flip the initiative marker.
Yeah, let me get back over here.
Back to you.
All righty. Oh. So, what I will do is...
Let me guess.
I'm going to activate the 41st now. I'll activate these guys. And we'll roll it. Oh, I got a 1! Awesome. That sucks so bad. All right, so they are 3. Activation levels of 3. Roll a 1. I get a 1 AP.
Go ahead. Why don't you dig in?
Yeah, I probably will. I'm gonna have to get another game turn marker out here. Let me try it. Let me see what this is. Nope, that's just delete. Oh, it doesn't let you do it.
I need food.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I'm kind of a little hungry.
That's okay.
How it won't let me delete
I
it.
won't quit till you quit, man.
All right.
No, you first. No, you.
That's not what I want. All right. What were we using for those game turn markers, right?
Yeah.
I cannot get rid of this boat movement thing now. I'm going to use the boat movement. Screw it. I'm going to set.
What are you doing?
That guy.
You're ruining this game.
I was trying to pull it up to see if I could flip it, and it won't let me delete it. See, the good thing about it is we're finding all of the bugs in this Vassal. We're finding the bugs in Bug River.
All the boobs?
All the boogs in the bugs.
All the boobs in the Bug River.
So we tried flipping the stop marker, tried flipping the boat movement, can't even delete the boat movement. And then Stig says, you talk trash at me, Kev, you lose initiative. That's the way it works.
I love it. Let's do that because I don't need initiative to beat you, bro.
So I'm going to set these guys here, and that'll be my 1 AP on that. And my big whopping 1 AP. Now let me go back here and see where that is. And they're back to 0. These guys go down 1 and
rinse, wash, repeat. Here we go.
5.
Ooh, look at you, big time. Oh, boom! Just wraps it up and says, "I'm taking the action."
So I already flipped the initiative, and you are head over to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch the purple guys again. We're gonna take advantage of the momentary lapse in skills on the
shitty die roll.
Die rolling. I think we're actually. I'm kind of food on it.
Go ahead and roll your 1, and I'll laugh my ass off.
Yeah, that would be pretty freaking hilarious, wouldn't it?
Be hilarious.
We could do that. Okay, here we go. We need big guys. Big guys. Oh, it's nothing much.
Oh, it's not that great, but it's better than 1.
Yeah. Well, let me find.
So you are at 5.
5. Yeah.
So you're at 5, and you rolled a 4, which gives you 4. That's actually really good.
Yeah, that's
better than 1.
Yeah. All righty. So now the trick is.
So while Kev is trying to figure out what he's going to do, and also to try to, discombobulate him a little bit, I'm going to talk a little and say, what do you guys think of the game so far from what you're seeing? Aside from us running into issues with the vassal module or us screwing up something, what do you think of the game so far? Bloody Mary Valinsky, the famous hooch where Moe's set up. And then Stigler says he hears they serve a mean pierogian, Puritsk.
Everyone's a comedian.
And then Stigler says, I can see it now. I'm going to have to get up in Kev's chest in some game or other. Ooh.
Wow.
Stango, his ship today. Nice.
What shipped? What shipped today?
His copy of the game.
No, well, he hasn't got the copy yet. He's been playing on Vassal or something.
No, he's got the rules, and he's basically been our rules angel as he reads while we play.
What a man among men.
And then John says it looks difficult but pretty. I don't think it's difficult. I think it's just a little fiddly because there's lots of steps in the combat, but it does seem to make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? If you break combat down, it's choose the type of attack, calculate or pull a chip, calculate the odds, then calculate the DRMs, which are a function of a very small handful of things.
But it's getting it all in your head, which is counter to what most war games work, which is basically like, I figure out what it is, what my attack is, what your defense is. We round up the odds or figure out the odds, and then we apply DRMs, roll dice, and we're done. We move on. Here, you've got to work through a little bit of math, not math, but formula.
You know what I'm going to do? So if you're okay with this, I'm going to...
No, I'm not. Don't do
it. Instead of moving adjacent to your battle group from here, I do this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to here.
What? What did you just do?
Did
you like do an airborne drop?
No. I was here and I moved to here. But instead of doing that, I want to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just work with me for a second. And then my next activation, I'm going to go
for my next trick.
And for any.
That's infantry, though. You can't overstack infantry. Or no, that's right.
No.
You can move through.
Okay. It was like this. I have 4 points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Okay. Good with that, princess?
So you did that. Hold on. Oh, what the friggin' hell? Wrong thing here.
It's actually 2.5 to do. Right?
So that was for rail. You're using.
It's just road. It just doesn't matter. I went this way. 1, 2, 3. Then 1.
So you moved them twice.
Yeah, moved them twice.
Okay.
All right. So that's 3 activations. Okay. I have 1 activation left, and I'm going to go 1. Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
John says that you snuck past my land yacht and took the train to Ivan's Chi-Chi.
That's pretty funny.
That's good.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. You know what? I'm going to attack with those 2 guys. Oh, yeah, that's all I'll do. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 point. I'm going to improve the defense here. That's what we'll do.
Does the improved defense not stay?
I think it's attached to the unit.
Okay.
So,
and then it goes when they go.
Yeah, that's my activation. Done.
Charles says November, the plan is going to try to play this and NATO Doomsday, the Battle for Germany. Wow. So you're going to play this, NATO and Doomsday. I have not played Doomsday yet. I just got it. NATO is it's a rabbit hole in a very, very good way. And this one is we're finding out. So you're going to attack?
Yeah. So Battle for Germany, is that the SPI game? I wonder if he's playing. And Doomsday, that's the folder thing, right?
Yeah. Well, there's Doomsday Episode 1.
Yeah.
It's not the Folder Gap one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What? Wait. Oh, it's not the CSS one.
No, it's not CSS. It's Doomsday Episode 1. They've got the Balkans coming out next. First one is
that's the Fire and Ice.
All the yeah. I'm trying to remember. Is it
Fire and Ice, Vietnam, and then that one, right?
I think Folda is the same as Fire and Ice.
No,
they're not.
Folder is the equivalent of
GTS
or the Saipan and Guam.
Yeah, yes.
It's the GTS clone, right?
Yeah, it's a company scale system, CSS.
Yeah. And then DSS is divisional scale, and that's Fire and Ice, and that Vietnam.
OSS, isn't that operational scale?
Something like that, yeah. Fire. Yeah, okay, great. I've heard very good things about the Doomsday module.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
From a buddy of mine, right? It's just, I don't know.
Stigler says, seems NATO has emerged as an early Charlie favorite for 22's awards.
Well, it should be. It seems like everyone's very positive about it. So
it's kind of okay.
Well, how many times have you played? Like 3, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, about 3 times, and I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, it's absolutely my game of the year. I don't see anything else coming out this year that comes close to that, but that I do have a bias, and the bias is hypothetical modern World War III, and anything hypothetical modern, whether it's or even historical modern. But I lean towards modern. I really like modern a lot, right. And when it comes to hypothetical modern, I love things that just really get me going. And NATO is one of them. Like Next War is another series, but that's totally a different game altogether. Yeah, NATO is just it's a great game.
I'm impressed that Bruce took the time to reinvent that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that was, you could have just reprinted that and said, yeah, it's really World War I, and just let it go. But he took the time. Well,
he hated it.
You're right. Yeah.
And he was like, I want to, Bill says, hey, we want to reprint Air and Armor. And he says, only if you let me redo NATO. I want to rebuild it. And he says, okay, you're on.
Right.
And NATO is now their best-selling title, so I think it worked out.
But the cheap, easy way out there is to go, oh yeah, let's just reprint that sucker and do the FAQ, right?
Yeah.
So props.
Yeah,
right? Big props.
Yeah, big props to Bruce for redesigning that thing from the ground up. So
yeah, fantastic. So Yeah, so the DSS system, my first experience was tragic, and I think it's the classic Starkweather system sort of methodology. It takes 3 modules before it's great, right, or better, and so Korea Fire and Ice is, I don't know.
The rule book was a mess from what I remember hearing when it first came out, and then Vietnam, it was a lot better. So hopefully this time, you know, it's nice and solid.
Right, and I think this is a lot better. A buddy of mine who likes World War III, is not a huge fan of Starkweather in general, really likes Doomsday. So
good.
With all the mods, all the updated, corrected, fixed, changed rules that he did post-release, he said it's a really good game. He's played it 4 times. So
cool.
I'm waiting for a cheap copy to show up.
Nice.
On that jump on it. So yeah, I'd be keen on what you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, there should be at least my preview video here pretty soon on that, and then once I get that done, then I'll be able to tear into the game a little bit. Yeah. So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you'll dig it because it's what he's told me about it, because we've talked at length about it. So you'll like it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so back to the game here, because we're doing a little.
I'm done.
Oh, look at that! John saying, "Who wants my Starkweather Vietnam game?" I'm curious about the Vietnam game, but I have not heard enough to know if it's fun or not. But if you don't want it, John, well, message me and we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
because I'm curious about it, because the Vietnam game. So
yeah, I'll defer to Mo, and if Mo doesn't want it, then I'd be happy to take a look at it. But I'll stick to my theory that it takes 3 modules for Starkweather to work it out, and I Doomsday is the proof, and the 3rd module of the CSS system is the proof, and Monte de Mar, or whatever it was actually quite good, although the scenarios weren't well done. So I think GTS is kind of the same. It took him 3 modules to work his shit out there as well. So
yeah,
he kind of has that thing where it's ready, aim, fire, or something. No, that's not right. It's ready, fire, aim.
Ready, fire, aim. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I rolled a 3.
Oh, chances are good for me. Come on, big time. I'm finding.
Rolls a 4. Now I roll a 6.
Thanks for playing. All right, so I'm gonna sneak across the freaking river then. Let's roll again. So let's roll for activations. Oh, it's huge. 1, 10.
No, that's a 0 in this game.
Nice try, jackass. I haven't had that one, so I don't know. That's not a 10. I think it's a 10. I've got to take that as a 10. Captain.
So your activation level.
Ooh, it's 4 this time, right?
It's 4.
With a 10. 7.
You're at 4, so a 10 on 4 is 7. Ooh, you get the full smash. So we'll go back over here. He's got the whole thing at 7.
Let's get the zoom in. We're going to do deep think now. We're going into multi-threaded processing mode here. All right, let's bring up the little chart bullshit thing so I can keep track of it, please. Too many charts.
All right, let's catch. While you're doing that, I'm going to catch up on chat.
Commentary. Yeah, because I'm going deep. I'm going deep.
Yeah, and Fango said initiative roll. So Ken does not want to buy anything by Adam. Stigler says he's the same with Pirello after DG's Wellington's victory and then Desert Fox Deluxe.
Yeah, well,
he's dead to me.
Well, amen.
Wait a minute. I heard Desert Fox Deluxe was really, really good.
Bullshit. Fuck off. Come on, man. I mean, freaking hell. What do you say? Oh, my dear. Oh, goodness me. I'm going to play that sucker again. I'm going to work that game out. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you're going to... Damn it, why does it do that? So you're going to go back to the purple guys.
Yeah, I'm doing purple guys. I'm trying to find the other chart.
Which chart?
I don't know. I've got the one I need to move the shit freaking thing on because I'm
for movement. For movement, terrain effects chart.
No. The activation points chart. There it is.
Yeah.
It's popping up. Where is it? It's under a window somewhere. Just hang out for a second.
I got the activation level up here, if that's what you're
looking for. No, I know, but I'm trying to. I want to keep track of my AP.
Oh, you're this one right here.
Right, and I can't.
What do you need to move?
Nothing yet. I'm about to. So.
Oh, okay. No, I was going to help you. Drunk bastard.
Not yet. I will be, but not yet. We are celebrating tonight, so okay. So here we go. Gonna pull that shit off there.
What did I hear wrong, Ken? And then Fango's asking, is that lead unit in headquarters range? Good point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, it is. So next. It's so cute when people want to help.
Nice.
Stop helping me.
Stop being helpful. I don't like it.
You are ruining my modus operandi. Bear with me a second.
And then Fango says, only as long as he holds the bridge. So that was a big hint for me to attack the bridge.
Yeah. Which is why I'm reinforcing that. Okay, can you move the doohickey down 1 AP, please? Because I need 1 unit, I believe. Oh, no, I haven't yet.
So you want to move your AP down to 6 or this down to 2?
Yeah, down to 6, because I'm going to do this 1, 2 to them.
Okay. So he's at 6.
Yeah, and this guy's going to go.
Oh, you're going to run away.
Yeah. 1. Oh, actually, here we go. Better still. 1, 2, 3 to there. 1, 2 to there. And I'm going to reinforce that guy. So that's not reinforce, but fortify, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And then
the lesson here, kids, is run up to that bridge and fortify or improve defense or whatever it is.
Exactly. And then let's look at the terrain chart real quick. It's the white forest. So it's going to be 1. Why is Mr. Sharp making it up on the fly? That's because that's how he plays.
Beer? No, it's whiskey, Ken. Little whiskey.
1, 2, 3 to there. That's another AP.
Okay. Let me make sure we're tracking this here. Why does it always? There's another bug. When I go to pull up that chart, it disappears when I try to look for it. I only see 2, and then when I click on the chart button over here on the left, it disappears again, and I got to go find it. Okay, so you moved how many units? So you moved 1, then 2.
I did 1 unit once and 1 unit twice. So that's 3.
So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're down to 4. Yeah.
3, 4, 5 for the 2 improved.
Okay, you're down to 2.
Down to 2. Okay, good. Now.
Oh, nice. Beer on your end. What are you drinking, Ken? What beer? And Stigler's drinking Paulaner on his 3rd bottle. I've never had that. I'm not. What kind of beer is that? I haven't drank beer in so long. I'll tell you one beer that if you guys ever come to Texas, especially on a hot summer day or any day in Texas, which is hot, you don't want to drink Shiner Bock unless you plan on drinking 12. Shiner goes down like friggin' water.
Mm-hmm. That is truth.
He's drinking. Oh, no. Not, are you drinking Polliner too, Ken? And John, wow, you are just living life large. He's on tap for John tonight is some antibiotics, Pringles, and a Myers Diet Coke, warm in a dirty glass.
I'm crying. That guy is like hardcore. He's so hardcore.
I love John. Stigler, my wife from Munich, says it's not that good as Munchner beers go. It's a Märzen, sort of a wheat beer like. Okay. Moosehead. Mickey's Big Mouth. There you go. I'm doing everything I can to disrupt Kev's thought. And look at that. Look at that. Just pure concentration.
Okay, I'm going to keep moving this, guys. So I believe I get 2. Is it this game or some other game? I get 2 extra movement points if I don't enter a Zonk. Is that right? I think it is. I'm going to call it. Stop me if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
There you go. That's good enough. Oh, but if I attack, you're going to be screwed.
Yeah, that's why I moved. Yeah. There's no Zonks across the bug. The boog. So that's my last point. It's time to do initiative.
Boogity boogie. But do you have anything under the game turn marker?
Yeah.
You do. So if I attack him and he goes back, ooh. So you use your last 2.
Yep, I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. See, you're done. Are you attacking anybody?
No.
No? Okay. I rolled a 2 on my initiative roll.
No, shit. Oh, you did too. Shit. Come on, big times. 10. Daddy's a player.
Oh, this is greatness. This is hilarious.
This is what makes it awesome, right? And that's, you sit here and bitch about, initiative rolls and applications. And,
Game's broken, man. Game's broken.
This game's bullshit, dude.
If you can't friggin' laugh at it, then don't friggin' play it.
Yeah. So this opens up a world of opportunities subject to what I roll for the activations. So I actually, it's funny how you get drawn in. Oh, did I lose you guys?
What's that?
Oh, no. My PC is playing up in this. Let me just close a couple of things real quick. Sorry.
So Lance is saying leg units +2 unless next to an enemy.
Thank you.
No Zoc across the bug.
Roger that. Roger that. See, look, even after a couple of cocktails and
cocktails.
After a couple of cocktails, I still got my stuff together.
And you're getting 1 AP. Why are you getting 1 AP?
I'm not getting 1 AP for nothing.
Oh, you're thinking he's going to roll a 1. That's
no. As soon as I find the fucking die roller on my stupid vassal module,
it's in the top.
No, it's not. 4.
4 for a 4. No, you're not at 4. You're 3, aren't you?
You need to look, whatever it is.
You're at 3. Oh, wait. Did we count that one or?
No, that's the one. I moved it. That's the one.
You moved it right? Okay, so you're at 3. So a 4 at the 3 is going to be 3.
All right, that's enough.
The password is 3.
Okay, so we'll do this.
And Stigler's like, how many 10s is Kev going to roll? He's going to roll them all until we get into combat, and he's going to roll 1s, and I'm going to laugh.
So that's 1 used, 2 used.
Okay.
3 used.
And you had 4. Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3. So you're down to 1.
Yep.
And I'm going to move this over, so you're down to 2 activations now for 111.
I have 2 left.
You have 2. You have 1 AP, but you have 2 full activations for the 111.
Right. All right. You know what? We're going to do.
Or is that the 3rd? Whichever.
Hasty attack with this guy onto your little BG bullshit. You know.
Don't be hasty. All right. So that'll be your 1 AP, your final AP.
Be a killer. That's what
and which one are you going to attack? This guy?
This guy.
Oh, you got you tough guy.
I know. Look,
tough guy.
I'm so brave. I am so darling and so brave.
Gonna take on the border guards. They're like, dude, don't come at me, bro.
What do you mean you're going to attack me? I don't think this is very nice. I really am struggling.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fango says that Russia is +5 initiative. No, we never did that because we should have moved it up, I think. No, 4 initiative, not 5.
4 initiative.
Yeah,
no, I knew it was +4. It's still wrong. I rolled a 10.
Yeah, you rolled a 10 anyway. It didn't matter, but
yeah, but it goes up next turn. You're going to get no matter what, right? So
yeah, don't say no matter what. You roll a 10, I roll a 1.
Okay, combat mods.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Oh, look at you. Oh yeah, I'm doing a hasty on that guy. I get a 3. That's bullshit.
I got another broken one.
You keep saying that. I think it's actually a design intent. You can't. It can't be flipped over to a 2.
No, it can't. I try flipping it. It doesn't.
Look
at that.
Another one. Just pull another one.
That's really strange. Yeah, I'm either pulling the exact same one every time, or there's the 2. Oh,
I love that one. That's a good. That is a good one.
That was a decent one. Yeah, for a 1, it actually gives them something.
I like that. So look, it's max odds in the whatever that is, a village or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And we still need mods. So I did a hasty. I get no mods, and you get nothing because you're a regular defense.
Yeah.
Straight up roll, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be 3.
-1 for village.
Yeah. Do you get any? You have no support there. Yeah. You can't get support across from.
I can't. Well, I can't do it because it's hasty.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Anyway. All right, straight roll.
Hang on a sec. I've got.
So you got what? 16? No, 24.
24. Yeah, it's max on.
Holy schnuts! So you got 24 to my 3, so it's 8-1. In the village.
No.
I'm in a village. Is it the attacker's hex or the defender's hex? I thought it was defender's hex.
Your defense is 1, right?
Yes.
Where are you getting? Where are you getting?
No. For the
DRMs.
Terrain type. For terrain type. So it's 8-1.
No, it's 24. Dude, it's 24 to 1.
24. No, 24. No, it's 8-1 because it's 24 to 3. Oh no! Never mind.
Okay, who?
No, it's 3.
Who's right? Who's what? What?
It's 3.
Oh wait,
it's 3.
If I multiply the multiplier by
3
the movement rate.
No, it's the attacker right there. It's 3.
Bro, you're 8. You're 1. I'm 8. I get a multiplier of 3.
You get a multiplier 3. I get a multiplier 3.
No. You're a 2, knucklehead. Your effectiveness rating is 2.
But isn't this the defense rating? The attack defense rating? Same thing?
Are you doing you're regular? You're regular, not disruptive. Oh, fuck me. All right, so it's 3. Okay. So 3 versus 24. Okay.
Dumbass.
Well, I was looking at the 1 in the red. Shut up.
Hey, Jester.
So what? It's okay. So what odds do you want it to be? What works for you?
Well, I mean,
you're saying it's 8-1.
Well, it would be 8-1. Would it not? Because you got 3. You got 8 times 3 is 24.
Well,
1 times 3 is 3. 8 to 1.
That's about right.
So it's 24 to 3.
I will take those odds if you're prepared to accept them, given that that's the maximum odds on the actual start. It's 8-1, so it could be 10. All right. Fuck, that was painful.
No, it's not 8-1. It's 6-1.
No, it's not. It's 8-1.
I'm just screwing with you now. Wait a minute.
Look,
it's 4-1.
This is hard enough as it is.
It's 8-1. It's 8-1 in the Village Marsh.
You realize that some people might come and watch this later and not appreciate how funny we are.
Yeah, that's true. They won't.
But,
okay, so what we're at 2-3 in the pillbox.
Hey, you know what the odds are? You know what the result is? You're dead, and I roll for an EC. So
well, not exactly.
Yeah, actually, exactly. You're dead. It's a 2. Goodbye.
You rolled a 2 in an 8-1. So in a Village Marsh is a 2-2.
Get that shit out.
Hold on. 2-2.
What are you rolling for?
You rolled a 2.
Right.
In 8-1 in the Village Marsh is a 2-2.
Bro. Stop. Just stop. Okay. I rolled a 6. It's on 8-1.
Oh, you rolled a 6 now?
Where is it? Where is it? Hang on.
Hold on. Let's get this out of the way.
I rolled a 6. I double clicked the thing. I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay. No, I see that.
You good?
So it's 8-1 on the 6, which is a 1-2. And we both have to do effectiveness checks, but I don't need to because my guys die.
And that was what my second roll was for. Is for my.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. Good. So thanks for playing, and I'll if you can find one of those little doohickeys, and I'll put it on my little guy.
Yeah.
Where are they? I'm trying to find them.
Okay, here's where you go. Up here, where you get the markers.
Yep.
Click there. Go to step loss and grab one of these.
Why do they call it HQ step loss? That's what is confusing me.
Well, you go in here and there's headquarters step labs. I have no idea.
Right. Okay. Let's just all right. There we go. Thank you.
So Stigler liked that.
We need to let Stig loose on this action. Okay, so I now have advanced after combat. So let's see.
And Fango says it is back to 8-1. I'm just catching up on all the ones here. And then Jester says math is hard unless you're drinking. That's impossible.
It's not that the math is hard. I was reading the wrong fucking number.
Brian says, okay, you made it. Let the shenanigans begin. Dude, you're way behind us because
shenanigans have been
going on for a while.
He's so behind the game. Like, get with the program. Let's go here.
Exactly.
Okay, so advance. What do we want to do?
I don't know. Thinking is hard.
Wow. It's going to be like that, is it? Okay. Well, we don't want those engineers in the game, but they're on this shitty formation.
Peter says, I like math. It makes people cry.
I like that. You can't reinforce there. You can't reinforce there. You can attack there. What bonuses do I get? I get a +1 for adjacent. So.
Holy crap, I guess I should pay attention to my phone. Yeah, it's not important. Those people can go away.
Yeah, that was my wife calling me. She's like, are you home? I said, yeah, I'm downstairs. I didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know.
I'm in stealth mode. I'm ninja like
mode. That. Where's my dinner, woman? She hung up. All right. Well, 1, 2. We can do this. That'll fuck with your world. All right.
Ken says, imagine in 10 years we'll all be buying up copies of Avalon Hill's Napoleon on Amazon for $500. That means I'm going to buy them up all now and sell them all to you for $501.
No, we're not, because that's going to suck. That game's going to suck just like it does now.
John says, math is easy. Calculus makes people cry. I don't even know how to spell calculus.
I did calculus in high school, and that was enough.
Yeah.
That was enough. All right, I'm done. Next activation. What's your modifier before we roll? +6, +4.
See where we're at. I hate the
because for some reason I can't see my windows are not popping that chart up. So
yeah, it's really strange too the way these are all laying out for me. Okay, so we're at +4, correct, Lance? You are supposed to be watching this.
At the end of this, I've had 3 in a row. I think it's +6.
Okay, we'll move it over to +6, and
I'm pretty sure that's right. But you know,
and
I've been drinking, so who the fuck knows?
My roll's a 4, so
you're a 10, so I need a 10.
You need a 10.
Boom!
It's 10,
and I get the initiative, and it's ooh, Alice, motherfucker!
Oh, that's funny. So that moves up to an 8 now, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so we got it to 8. That is freaking hilarious. Now, I had moved your 3 or 111 or whatever the hell these guys are down here. I did move them. It's 111. So I did move them down to 2. So you do have 2 activations left.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna change it up a notch. We're kicking up a notch here. We're going to refocus the game.
And Lance says he wins initiative. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
What did he say?
He goes, he wins initiative. And I was like, thank you, Captain Obvious. It's like Kev has been killing it on these friggin' rolls. That's why I can't wait till we get to combat. He's going to be like rolling a 1.
Oh, that's pretty hilarious. All right, I think I want to activate my little green dudes, which are the ones with the red badge with the horizontal white stripe. Where are they?
The little aliens.
I've got a piece of peanut stuck in my throat. So if I die right now, that's why. That's why.
Well, yeah. He did say peanut.
Just so everybody. No, seriously, I can't find my chart for.
And then Stigler says, you all saw that, folks. The completely random vassal die roller is stuck on 10 for Kev.
I'll take
and
it.
Jester tries being a wise ass, saying, you can't blame the dice there. Gravity dice, because I spoke highly of gravity dice and Tony got them. And guess what, Jester? I still know the difference between Algiers and Algeria.
And you have that going for you, which is nice. And Jester, isn't it past your bedtime? I mean, like, this is man time, bro.
Yeah. Isn't it like Jello time for you?
Well, you have a class. You have like a real class tonight. You're getting
hell yeah.
Here's to you, bro. Where am I? Here I am.
There you go.
All right.
Got the glass, got the bottle. Almost empty.
Are you drinking Legacy? Doing Legacy?
Oh yeah, I love my Legacy.
I'm doing cheap shit tonight because my brother-in-law came over last night and he's like, I need 1 stiff drink and it better be good. And so I poured him the last of my Whistle Pig 10-year rye.
Yeah.
And he said, that's great, thanks. And he left. And I was expecting like, hey, let me hook you up with a good bottle. Because he's like, some fancy pants, rich lawyer guy.
Not like saying, hey, yeah, thanks. Boom, I'm out.
I got nothing.
You bastard.
Nothing. So,
that is like totally against the whiskey etiquette.
Well, it's like leaving your friend high and dry. It's just wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm activating.
John is giving us the formula for figuring out combat. I think you're pretty close.
Can someone just kick John from the chat and just like, oh,
John, we love you.
I didn't get to see the whole show.
Fanning the fumes over here. Oh no, wait, he was wrong. He says.
Okay, all right. Nia culpa.
That's why now it makes total sense.
I'm going to roll dice for
something.
Whatever formation is in the middle.
Hold on. Let me pull up the formation thing here. That is these guys. They've got 5, and we're just going to go right over to here, and we'll see what the 10 is for that. 5 and a 10 would be 7.
Yeah, I'm going to roll 1 now, just for you.
No, you're going to save that for combat.
5. Okay. So 5, and I'm on.
And you're on 5.
5 column.
You're on 5, and a 5 is a 5.
Okay, 5
straight 5.
Can you put that doohickey on the 5? Because my window, maybe it's, hang on. I'm looking for it.
It's all right. I got it. That's okay.
No, I know, but I see it. I like to have the feels. It's not cute. Okay, so 5 APs. What can we do with 5 APs?
Grey Goose Friday for Brian Patterson. Nice. Would you have with that anything, or you just drink it straight?
I used to drink that shit straight a long time ago. I gave up on vodka.
Yeah, my wife likes vodka, but it's more like orange juice or whatever. See, I like rum and I like whiskey.
Yeah, I'll do a nice martini or something. But
I like rum. You know, one of my favorite drinks. People laugh until you drink one. If I make it, pina colada.
Oh, love a pina colada. Yeah,
I can drink the shit out of pina colada. People are like, oh, that's a frou-frou drink. It's like, yeah, wait till you drink mine.
yeah. It's foo-foo.
It's like, wow, it's kind of sweet until the napalm hits you.
Have you ever had a caipirinha?
No.
Which is cachaça and lime juice and a little bit of sugar.
Really?
It's caipirinha is made from cane sugar, but it has a different flavor profile from
regular sugar, refined sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing cachaça is an amazing alcohol. You can age it and do all that kind of tequila style bullshit or rum style stuff, but the caipirinha is a Brazilian drink, and it's a really cool little beverage. I spent a lot of time in Brazil at one point, and I was like, okay, how do I bring this stuff? How do I bring the good stuff back to the United States? But Brazil and the United States have issues with sugar-based beverages or sugar-based, cane-based crops and things like that. Yeah. So it's on a sort of embargoed / high tax profile. Okay, I have 4 or 5 points. Did you say?
Yeah, you got 5. Long Island iced teas used in the finest mortuaries everywhere. Now, I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you a little hint, guys. If you have not gotten this before or seen this before, I got this from my wife for our anniversary. The Bartesian is actually pretty cool. You know what a Keurig is? You take your little Keurig cup, your K-cup, you throw it in there, you get your coffee or tea or whatever. Bartesian does the same thing. You fill up all these bottles with your alcohol. You put in your K-cup for whatever it is you want to drink. Hit the button, set, you can set it for no alcohol or light, medium, or strong.
You should
do that. Bam. No, instant cocktail.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah. And it's pretty neat. And they got all the little cups too and stuff like that. It's pretty neat.
That's pretty cool. Okay. I used 1 action point. I moved the 131, I think it is.
All right.
Because I don't have my glasses on. I can't see shit.
Which one is it that you moved here? This guy here. Okay. In 1512.
No, this guy.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So then I think we need to push these dudes through. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there you go. Brian's hoping that it'll help him play Hearts and Minds better than he has been by drinking the Grey Goose.
I love that plan.
I don't know. Why do they call them cocktails, Lance? Tell us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We use big words like libation.
I used 1 more AP.
Okay.
And now this guy.
I got to pull it up twice. There we go. Let me see if that'll do this here so everybody can see what I'm saying. I probably won't, but.
I'm going to use 1 more. What's that? Does that leave me 2?
So, yeah, you've got 2 left.
Okay, good. So let's attack this MG unit here, the B145. And
oh.
Yeah, let's try it, right? I hopefully that's fuck, it's not a 6 rated unit. Never mind. Okay, let's carry on.
Oh, no combat?
Yeah, no, we'll do this.
Big sissy.
No, I'm all in. Regular attack.
Right,
regular attack right here.
You try regular attack.
Right up your fortified zone.
Up your fortified zone.
I shall show you what it looks like, mister. So I'm going to pick up... let's do odds first for the bullshit combat.
Yeah, it's over here. combat.
I got it this time.
Oh, wow.
I am a 5. And
I'm a 3, so I'm 12.
Ooh, reg attack doubles. So I got 16 and 4 is 20.
And I got 12.
Fuck. All right, 3 to 2. That's not good. You're in a pillbox in
Pillbox and clear.
3 to 2. That's
yeah.
Awesome.
Pillbox and clear is plus.
Way to go, champ. All right, so.
I do get defense AT there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. So I've got. See, that's how you roll. If you're in your hobby and the woman comes in, you just go say, "Yeah, I'm good." Just move on.
She's like, "I'm going to leave him alone."
And he's an important YouTuber personality. I have to be.
My husband's broadcasting.
Oh gosh, he's doing a live stream. I better be quiet. Honey, do you need some food? Can I bring you a cloth for your brow?
Stigler's saying, and all this is turn 1. Yeah, you got a problem with that? You got a beef with that?
What is your problem, Stig? So
dude, this is free entertainment, you know.
It's like, when's the turn gonna end, man? I promised I'd stay to let it turn 1.
Jerks.
We've got another 36 activations to go. Okay, now we get to do AT differential, right?
Mm-hmm.
This time. So I have 4. You have 1. So I have a net +3. But
so
you're in a fortification. So let's just check that shit out. Pillbox.
+1.
Getting +1. If
tank points.
No, that's not it. So that doesn't count. But no, I don't think the fortification matters.
Well, let's see. Hold on. Defense. Pillbox and clear 3. See, they're ignored when the hex occupied by German units are solely by. Nope.
Yeah. I think it's just a straight up net. So I'm a +3 here. I have
if occupied by Soviet infantry units, is machine gun not considered infantry? Pillbox
is included in infantry.
-2 DRM to each effectiveness check.
Please bring effectiveness check to your table. I think here it's a +3 for AT.
Yes, because I had 1, you got 4.
Yeah. And then I believe that I will pick up 1
for the people who are new to this that don't understand what it is we're talking about, because I know there's a couple of new ones. The AT is the middle number.
Recap every fucking time, bro.
Just trying to give them a rundown.
All right, go ahead, carry on. I'll wait.
So 4 and 1, so the difference is 3, so that's why Kev is saying 3. So that's where we go. So now back over to you, damn white.
Yellow 4 versus the white 1. Is their armor?
Yellow being the operative word for Kev. And this is why you guys tune in for this.
I'm a coward only when I'm about to die. Okay.
We who are about to die salute you.
Yes. So I'm picking up a +3 DRM.
+3, yes.
I'm getting +1 for the bullshit unit next to me, I believe. Nope, I'm not.
Hold on. I got a question here.
+3.
I got to hold on. I do have a question. It says defensive AT is +1, so does that make me a 2?
It probably does. So that's a +2. And let's check is Mango Wolf, Fango Wolf.
Mango. So yes, Mango says it is a +2. So yes, I was correct.
Is he saying +2 right column shift or +2 DRM? Right. Okay. +2.
It's DRM. There is no column shift.
It's no way it's column shift.
This is not.
Because otherwise, we need to scrap this shit and start again.
Yeah, totally.
+2, but
wait, there's more.
The Germans have half of combat value of.
Are you going to pull in your HQ support?
Yeah. 2.5. Yeah, I'm pulling the HQ. So it's 2.5 rounds to 3, I believe. I think it's up. Is that right?
Usually attackers round down. I'm not sure. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm not sure. No, this is what I'm saying about getting rules. You know, I got NATO on the brain. It's defenders round up, attackers round down.
If we don't hurry up, I'm going to have to take a pee break, and I'm going to be right back.
Didn't you put on your diaper tonight?
No, I didn't. No, I forgot.
Fango, where's your
rules? We're waiting. Look at the little spreadsheet. He said you and not
okay.
me.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull up that spreadsheet.
Because I didn't get the privilege of having access to that.
So here we go. Stacking, overstacking, Zoc effects, effectiveness check.
Try going down to combat, but I'll go. Round it down, asshole. Okay, so +4. I'm rolling a die. Let's just roll it what it is. And by the way, Fango, when I say asshole, I'm really not referring to you.
He's talking to me.
Yeah. 4 + 4 is 8 on a, what do I call it? 3 to 2 in the pillbox.
Let's see.
This is not good. Fuck. 2-1.
2-1. Pillbox and clear.
Let me recalculate.
Your roll is a 4. Oh, 2 losses for you.
This can't possibly be right.
You got a 2 loss and you got an EC, and I only lose 1, so my dude disrupts.
No.
Yes. You rolled a 4, correct? 2 to 1.
You have to
2 to 1.
First. You got to lose the first.
2 to 1, pillbox and clear. You rolled a 4.
Yes, but you lose 1. You have
I lose 1, but I don't have to do an effectiveness check. You lose 2 and have to do an effectiveness check. So where was I wrong? Shut up.
No.
So I disrupt because I lose 1.
I don't have a red number. I can lose a step and retreat if I want into my own guys and disrupt them.
No, you can
Isn't
go
that how
back.
it works?
You can go back here. You have a free lane, unlike the first turn or earlier in the first turn. Wait.
Why aren't you taking a loss?
I am taking a loss. Disrupted.
You're not. You're disrupted. You take a step loss.
Oh, that's right, though.
Oh, it's so hard.
I'm so friggin' confused.
So fucking hard to play with you sometimes. So yeah, I almost know what I'm doing.
I keep forgetting we've got to do these damn stupid things here.
That's okay.
Wow, that's interesting.
So I've got to pop down to a 7. So that rotates. That goes there. And then this guy. Oh, do I have to lose an armor step first? That's the question.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
I think I need to lose an armor step. So
yeah, I think it is armor first.
Because when AT is involved, right?
Yes. Where is that? I was looking at that before. You are correct.
And I'm going to disrupt it in mode follow.
Step loss, each strength point. Shit, where is that thing? Yeah.
That's still an EC though. Oh, it is. Okay, but EC for what? I'm retreating.
But you have the red, so it's an EC. Because you rolled.
No, I didn't have a red, mate. That's
yes. Well, no, it was 2 to 1.
No, it was 3 to 2.
I thought it was 2 to 1.
No.
So it was 3-2 in a pillbox. So you roll a 4, so it's 2 to 1. Still 2 to 1.
4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay. So it's 2. I got to roll EC. Okay.
Yeah. You do EC. I take 2 step losses. I'm going to lose 1.
I failed the EC.
Did you really? That's
I rolled a 9.
So now
I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the 4.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's all good. It's all good. We're just fucking around. It's fine. What are we playing for money, by the way?
Oh, we are?
I don't think we are.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to play
serious. We're good, right?
Yeah. So, okay. So I failed the EC. That means now I'm disrupted.
So now I've got to go back 1 more hex, and these guys got an EC check, and I think it's by the stack. No, it's by the unit actually. Shit. So 2 die rolls.
Ango's saying round down you can retreat to negate the second step loss.
Yeah, but I've got to EC check my guys I retreat through because it's a 2.2 kilometer hex, and
he's going to run.
You have no room. You cannot. No, sir, I cannot move, so you can retreat.
So now with the
and both fail, you.
So when you fail, you just disrupt.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm disrupted.
Yeah, I'm kind of calling bullshit on that rule. But anyway, whatever. Think so? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really done with that activation. These guys suck.
You got 2 more to go, don't you?
Oh, dude, I have, for that guy, I've got 4 more activations.
No, you've got.
No, I
spent 2
2 to finish.
Okay.
That was my attack or
cool.
regular attack.
And then we did not move them down, did we?
Correct. We go down.
So now they're at 4, and then they're at 0, and we have my initiative is at 8. Hey, I got a 15. I think I'm going to win.
Yeah, you're good.
So it goes back to 2.
It's all you, bro. I'm going to mute and go to the bathroom.
Yes, please do. All right. So while Kev's away, I'm going to kill all of his guys.
I'm listening, by the way.
All right. You guys be my witness that I'm cheating. I mean, I'm not cheating. So let's see. What should we do? All right. Let's do the consultation process. I'm going to keep 41 available because I like to have those tanks available up here. Because I don't know what he's going to do as he's crossing the river up here. And now that he's activating these guys in the middle, should I continue to pay attention down south? And I should now, I think, continue to, I should probably move around these guys, either attack. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack. That's true. Putting money on the table changes the whole dynamic. That's why I'm cheating. And you guys would be my witness that I actually rolled all 10s. No, I'm only kidding. Because you can see it up in the counter. That's true. That putting money on the table changes the dynamic when Marines are involved. Oh, look at Tom. While you're on the Boog, I'm on the Tisa River line in Hungary, OCS. Nice, Tom. Enjoying that OCS, are you? And this is true. Pillboxes are impossible in real life and possible in games. So what we're going to do is while we're waiting for him to come back, I'm going to figure out my movement. And this thing always disappears when I do that. So we're going to go with 124th, which is down here at the bottom. And I've got 2 activations left with him here. So I'm going to roll my dice. And it's gonna, now I get a 9. Before I was getting crap. And when I need him in combat, I won't get the 9. So the current activation level is 2, as you see here. So 2 and a 9 is going to give me 6 APs. So we're going to bring this back over. And 6, and we're going to drop this down to, this is the right guy, right? Making sure I got the right units. Yes.
Sounds like Brian Patterson might be a former Marine or a retired Marine.
No. He's actually Army.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Tom is here. Tom,
hey, Tom, what's up, bud?
He's playing OCS, and he says he's getting whooped. I don't know how you'd get whooped in that. You like that stuff a lot. You guys can talk. You and Kev could talk about that because I know Kev's big into OCS too.
Yeah, he's probably playing the Germans in that game.
He's playing Hungary.
Yeah.
Or in Hungary.
Hungarian Rupps.
All right. So what I did was I rolled a 9, and I'm activating my 124th. I moved them down, so I get 6 APs out of that.
Yep.
So let's do this. Move. And drops that 1. And then I'm going to attack with my infantry.
Of course you are.
Which you'll drop another 1. And I'm going to get support from this guy, and I'm going to go with HQ support.
Right. So you are doing a prepared attack or a hasty?
I'm going to do a prepared attack, and that's 2 APs, correct?
-3.
3? Okay, so that's down to 1. So prepared attack. And watch, I'm going to get a 1 multiplier.
What are you, a 4, right? Yeah.
6. I'm going to attack with this guy.
Yeah, 6
I'm gonna let him support
with the 4 effectiveness, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Turn him over. So my 4 is going to be a 3.
Ooh,
so that's good.
That's
18, 19, and then I can do all of my.
So I've got 16.
You got 16. I got 18, 19.
Oh, actually, that's not correct. I have.
No, you got 2. You got 16.
I have 14.
How do you have 14? Do you have a?
Because I have a.
Oh, you have a marker underneath. Okay. So you got 14. I got 6 times 3, 18, and then I'll get the +1 plus whatever I want to use for the. What do I get? I only get 1 anyway, so it don't matter because that's the right is the support, correct?
Well, so the AT factors aren't going to matter, first of all, right?
No, the AT factor. I'm talking about HQ support.
You get regular attack. You get half, so it's a 3. So it's a 2.
Oh, 3 isn't. Okay.
Well, it's actually 1.5.
It's 1.5, but yes, 1.5 would be 1. Yeah.
So you get a DRM of +1. You're doing a regular attack. You're going to get +1 for your dude. That's to your left.
Yep.
And I don't know if the engineer provides a bonus.
I have to look here. Let's look over here.
Unless it's a particular type of terrain.
Hold on.
So I think it's going to be a net +2 on a 1-to-1. Is that what you said?
It's 18 and you
14.
got
So
14. Yes, that's 1-1. All right. So
and it's in heavy.
And it's in heavy. Yeah. So it's going to be dense forest. Dense forest. 1-to-1 dense forest and
roll 1 for me.
Hold on. AFU units and
+2
pillboxes. I want to see if there's anything that we're missing over here.
Oh no, I'm sure there's not. I would.
Combat support. Oh, no, I got it. Hold on.
If I were you, I'd
get a +2. I get a +2 for hacks.
What?
Combat support for units of the same formation.
Yeah, you got it.
So I get a +2.
I'm fucking with you.
Cheater.
Roll 1. Roll 1. Come on.
Roll
he gets a 10. All right.
So that is 1-to-1 and dense forest 10. It's 2-to-1. So I lose 1. No, I lose 2. And you lose 1, and you do an EC.
Nice trick, champ. Nice try.
Got to try.
So, roll for my guy.
So,
I rolled another 8. Thank you, Vassal Die Roller. So that guy is disrupted. And I'm going to reduce this by 1.
7. No, it's 4.
Good job.
Because you got to spread it around first before you take a second. Correct?
You go ahead and spread that.
So I got to get that down to.
Well, no. Your guy doesn't know. Your adjacent unit doesn't take that.
Oh, he doesn't take. Okay, so it is.
No,
okay.
Because you're only activating 1 stack at a time.
Yeah.
So if you had a stack of guys, they would spread losses, but not your adjacent guys are only providing combat support.
Damn it, where'd that go?
So you lose 2. So you lose 1.
Yeah, and I deleted that guy.
What?
I deleted that guy by accident.
Oops.
I went to delete the counter and I deleted the guy. Where the hell was that? That is.
Hey, you know what? The other funny thing is in this passive module, the undo arrow is facing the wrong way.
Oh no!
Well, look, it's a green arrow. It's going to the right. That means forward. Hello, I'm from Europe, and when Europe going backwards means going forwards. It's all very good. Don't worry about it. Just play the game, press button.
Tom says he's retreating, and he was asking how it was going with you. And Hungarian Sandwich Rhapsody, my Germans are running.
Yeah. Look, I have almost, I saw that game set up, and I've read the rules, and I appreciate that OCS aficionados are going to say, "Oh, it's a complex dance of whatever." It's a freaking beatdown for I don't know how long, a long time, right?
Which one, OCS?
The Hungarian Rhapsody. It's 4,000 Russian divisions in 1944 versus 2 dogs. Sorry, that's not true. It's It's 1 tiger, 2 angry schnauzers, and 4 small Boy Scouts, right? I mean, it's
4 small Boy Scouts.
Yeah, well, because, you know, stunted growth, potatoes only.
And then Lance is saying Hexside DRM. Did we forget something, Lance?
Mm-hmm.
And John was a support platoon leader. I just took a look at these wild attack and think to myself, who wants class 1, 3, 5, where 50 miles north there's a Czar? Paying no mind. And then Brian says, yeah, Kev, my ASVAB score was too high for the Marine Corps.
Oh. yeah. Oh, look, I passed the crayon eating test. Congratulations.
Crayon eating test is how you get in.
Yeah. You get to work for that Smiley or Miley guy, or whatever his name is.
And then Tom says he's going to send you screens later, and then he laughed. And then John says, "Oh, my heart bleeds for the Germans in 1945." Yeah,
no, I'm dying here for them, right? But it just, in terms of gameplay, it just doesn't look like any type of fun.
Yeah. Now this is a type of game. This one here, just a little chat about this game. As you can see, the combat is different. You know, we talked about this before. It's a little different. Yeah, it is attritional, which is good because the attacker will take losses as well as the defender. Sometimes it flips on its head, and then the chits really do make the variables of the chit really does make a big difference, because that can change things. As we saw last week when I was attacking you, and at first it didn't look good, and then it just totally changed, and then we had that whole chain reaction thing that we found out about. You know, but we didn't know till we do it, like everything else. But solo, playing this game physically solo, I think would be interesting. But it would also be, I think, kind of a little annoying because of we talked about the counters, because they've got that linen finish to them.
Yeah.
And now you're talking, okay, well, there's max stack of 3, but there's actually a max stack of 6 potentially when you take losses.
Good point.
Because you have now 1, loss counter under each. So now you've got those slick counters, and you've got a stack of 6. That could be a problem, because I know I was having a problem when I set it up. I was like, man, moving around 2 counters, 3 counters. I was like, man, it's kind of annoying. So that's something I hope that maybe they take into account for the next game, to go with just kind of a flat coating, just a flat sticker, rather than the linen finish, which are beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful, but
they look gorgeous, and they feel gorgeous, and all the rest of it. When you put them all together, and even the map has it's not a paper finish; it's got a satin finish to it, right? So it's very slick. It's very sort of the Euro style. So it's a very silky kind of slidey feel to it. So it doesn't bode well for sliding units across the map at all.
And here's something I wanted to point out. Now, you're not going to get the full effect here because you're looking at a vassal screen and it's being shared, but you see the texture of the trees here. When you see the actual physical map, the texture is even more detailed.
It's gorgeous.
It's really a really beautiful map. They did a fantastic job with the components. So that's something I just wanted to point out, because when you look at it, you see the detail. It's like you get down. I was sitting here going, wow, this is really cool. I was kind of going all over the map really close, just going, wow, this is really, really a pretty map. So, I mean, component-wise, they knocked it out of the park. So, all right, so we'll go back here to the screen. So I was getting Kev confused here as to what I was doing. Showing the thing. Who likes who's smoking jacket?
I don't know what the hell it's talking about.
Oh, someone call me? Hockey over football every time. All right, so where are we at? Those guys lost 2. That there. Why is that going up there? That's another odd. Have you noticed that when you're moving them around, when you move these things around, they don't always snap to, like that one just didn't. You got to double click on it, pull it back, and let it snap to the thing. So that's just another little oddity. Okay, so where are we at? What do I got left? I got to pull that damn thing up.
Okay.
All right, so I'm down to 1 AP. So my 1 AP, I'm going to German boat movement. That's the dig in. That's what I'm using down. So I'm going to stay consistent. That's what I got down here. That's what I'm going to use over here. And you're using the game turn markers, so that way we know the Soviets and the
who's and what's what.
Germans.
Right? Yeah, I don't know where the markers are. Because here's the thing: there's a finite number you're allowed to have.
Well, I mean, there should only be, if there's finite, there should only be one game turn marker. So I don't know if that's really necessarily true.
I'm saying for improve.
Oh, the improved positions. Oh,
yeah.
Lance, we need your rules reference knowledge while we drink and play games.
Yeah. Watch two guys fuck around while someone else reads.
Like, why the hell am I tuning in?
And they do a live stream, right?
To give you guys the rules. It's like, hey, you open the friggin' door on that, man.
Yeah.
But okay, let's see. Let's catch up on some of these comments while we wait for Lance to get the rules.
I love
no pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Okay, so let's see. Stig says, I got to get up early tomorrow, watch my football team get their first goal of the season in game 4. Check y'all later. Oh, okay, Stig. That's why everybody's talking about football or soccer. And Richard's up, Semper Fi, hoorah. And then Old Chestnut, football or hockey. And then Stigler saying soccer as in real football.
Wow. That's just wrong.
And Tom, I don't know whose smoking jacket that is. And then back to the soccer and football debate. We'll have to look at why it's called soccer. Maybe because they play Rock'em Sock'em. Not now, but I've added to my bucket list. Okay, and Brian here. I like the black text is outlined in white. It seems to make it easier to pick up regardless of the terrain colors.
Good point. Yeah.
So what was the question for the impulse? Not an impulse. Why am I saying impulse? There's no impulse.
Where are the improved defense pockets? And B, there's a definitive limit. So not having them in the counter mix on the vassal module is a problem. That's all.
Yeah, let me see here.
It's really hard to be, succinct and effective after lying around a pool, doing a marketing meeting and drinking tequila, and then coming and playing the game. It's just
what? I don't even hear your
disadvantage here.
You have a really fucking rough life.
If someone's got a pool and they say, "Hey, you bring the tequila, I'll provide the pool," I'm all in. That's
see, the funny thing is, I've never ever, and I can never see this changing. People I know here in Texas, especially, they love tequila. I hate tequila. Really? I don't even like the smell of it.
Were you ill as a child with it?
No, I although my parents did line my gums with whiskey when I was a kid, because that was one of the things they would do to numb the gums. That's probably why I acquired a taste for it on top of being Irish. But
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I just never liked it. Sometimes you taste things and you just it's like PD Scotch. People love PD Scotch, and the first time I drank PD Scotch, I was like, yeah, let me try it. And they're like, oh, it's got a great smoky flavor. I'm like, it's freaking liquid dirt. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it tasted like. There are 20 or so, he says.
Well, that's definitive. Sorry,
we got enough.
20 or so. I know. We're not going to run out at the moment, but at some point, you're going to start laying that shit out, and we need to. There's no marker for the vassal module, so that's the.
That's something that we
have not found it yet, right?
Mm-hmm. And then Stig says, sitting around a pool and drinking tequila. Oh my God, Kevin, have you seen Breaking Bad?
I don't think I have.
Brian says he has several children due to tequila.
Well,
do you name your kids like? Do you have Jose Cuervo the first, second, third?
Yeah, exactly. I have 3 due to that, but.
What do you mean you don't have the game yet? You get the rules, and you're the official rules meister of this game for us. So
yeah, come on,
no excuses.
Pick up the pace here. Let's go.
It's gonna be like, I hate you guys. I'm not going to tune into you guys again.
You guys are being so difficult.
Yeah, I mean, tequila is just not something I was ever a fan of. The first time I drank tequila, I was like, man, this is. It was almost like the Scotch, the PD Scotch. I was like, man, it's like liquid grass, and I just don't have. I mean, I know. I mean, it really. They're like, well, you know, it comes from a plant. I'm like, it tastes like an agave plant.
Right.
How I would imagine eating one would be.
That's
and I'm like,
really interesting. So the first time I saw tequila drunk, it was from that red hat.
You saw tequila drunk?
No, I saw tequila drunk by a person, right?
No, I know.
And it was in Australia, and I saw this dude take a shot, and then he threw up into a sink, right?
Oh.
I was like, I never want to drink whatever that is. I don't want anything to do with that action because, you know, back then we drank rum and Coke, right? Yeah. And so fast forward 25 years or whatever, and I move here, and I go to a dinner with this fancy ass dude, and he walks in and he says, "Come on in. So you're from Australia, ever had tequila?" I was like, "Oh, I'm not drinking that shit." And he goes, "You're going to live in Texas. You're going to learn how to drink tequila." So he opens up this cabinet, and it's like, you know, 50 bottles of tequila, and he pours me this shot, and we cheers it, and we slam it, right? And I'm like, that was really pretty not fucking bad, right? And so we had that, and then I, you know, started having margaritas and whatnot. And so I really enjoyed that for quite a while, but I enjoy sipping tequila that you put it in a glass, you don't do ice or anything, just something it's aged, añejo or whatever they call it. Just sip on it. It's really a pleasant drink. The harsh, sort of acidic, nasty, grassy shit, it's kind of, to me, it's like a bad rye. When you taste a rye, it tastes like grass cuttings, and you're like, and you're like, right.
Or it just tastes like gas.
Right, it's
like,
just
holy
bad.
Shit, it's just fire. You know, it's like, ooh, you know, too potent.
Yeah, you get that. Sometimes you get that really bad gasoline, ethanol smells. Yeah, no, that's
Brian has a boy named Patron. That's awesome.
I want to hang out with Brian. I think Brian, you, me, and we need to hang out with Brian.
If I had a boy, his name would be Jameson. And then there's a scene where someone takes out an entire cartel of Mexican drug dealers with tainted tequila at a pool, and the guy drinks it too and then vomits it up in time to survive. I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've seen that.
What movie? What's the name of the movie?
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. It's a series, which is a fantastic series.
Oh, it's that drug making thing, right?
Yeah, it's still not the best series in my opinion. I think one of the best series on TV ever is The Shield.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that, but not much. I'm not a TV guy. I have war games to play. So
yeah, I mean, but I prefer either streaming or just straight DVD.
Right.
Through commercials, man.
But you probably binge watch as well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I will sit down and, you know, watch 2, 3 episodes, 4 episodes. Sometimes depends on what it is, and then sometimes I'll just stretch it out. Like when it's what do you call that? The Expanse comes out, I'll watch like 2. I'm like max 2 episodes, and that's it. And then I'll watch 2 tomorrow night.
Really?
Yeah, I will just limit myself on purpose because I'm going to stretch it out for a few days. You know, Bosch is another one I like.
I don't think I've got through 2 episodes of The Expanse yet. I just haven't made it.
Oh my God. How can
I want to. I know I want to, but it's so slow, and I want to stick with it. Be that, you know, hang in there. You can do it.
Here's rule number 1 that I told a friend of mine who's very, very strict when it comes to watching shows. He literally is, if a show does not catch him, he will give it maximum 2 episodes. Right. If a show does not do it for him in 2 episodes, he's done. He's out. And Longmire, he was like, he watched 1 episode and was like, I said, dude, stick with it for like 2, 3 episodes. And he did. And he was like, holy crap, that show's great. And then the Yellowstone was kind of the same way, but then when he saw The Expanse, I said, here, this is my rule for The Expanse. Give it 5 episodes because it starts off literally, and it seems like a detective show in space. That's literally how the show starts. And then it totally makes a big turn. And that's not at all the direction it goes. So give it a few episodes because it seems like it's one thing and then it totally changes direction. And by the end of the season, it's just like, wow, now I see, whoa, yeah, this is freaking awesome. You know, and you get it.
All right.
Yeah. It's good.
I'll make time for it. Have you watched Life. It's called Life. It's on Netflix or
Netflix. Wait, was that on Netflix? Life. You're talking about the one with
Daniel
Damian Lewis,
or whatever the guy. He's in Billions.
Damian Lewis. He was in Band of Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. He played Captain Winters. Yeah.
Yes.
That was good. That was on NBC for like 3 seasons, I think. Then they canceled it, and I was like, that should never have been canceled.
Well, they wrapped up the story, and it was actually, and I think they kind of rushed it. It could have been really cool, but
they did, because they canceled it, so they kind of just wrapped it up as fast as they could. Yeah, because they had that was the one where the female lieutenant or captain or whatever she was. She was Calamity Jane from Deadwood, which is another amazing series. If anybody,
I've heard about that. And
one word of warning,
right?
One word of warning for anybody who's never seen Deadwood. Number one, it is the harshest language you'll ever hear on in a television show. And they throw it around like it's adjectives, verbs, adverbs, all of it's Marine Corps language, literally all the time. And so be prepared for that, because first time I turned it on, I was sitting there going, oh, this is really good. I watched episode 1. I was like, so I tell my wife, I said, oh, we're going to watch this. So about 5 minutes in, she turns and she goes, the hell are we watching? What is this movie? I said, trust me. She goes, the language. I'm like, we're from Jersey. Does that bother you?
Right.
But it's great. It's harsh language, but it's a great story.
Yeah, I've heard good things. He's a great actor, isn't he? So anyway.
Yeah, he is. No, he's fantastic. And then people talking here about The Wire.
I've seen a few episodes, but not a lot.
I've never watched it.
I just don't have it. I'd love to, but I just don't.
Brian saying Expanse is good coming from a guy who names his kids after tequila. See, this is the great thing about coming in late to these shows.
Right.
You just have a bunch of silly crap. Right. If a show doesn't catch you in 2 episodes, it means you're a freaking lazy viewer.
Wow, Steve. Hey, Steve, I thought you were going to bed to watch so you can watch soccer in the morning or something.
Yeah, you're gonna watch the footy.
The footy. Yeah, mate. Oh, go off. Go to bed. Got to watch the footy in the morning. It's a big soccer game going.
They're gonna kickball, get check.
And
but
I've got a great goalie this year. I'm betting on him.
Yeah, no, it's good. But now, I think so far. I'm going to actually save this so I don't lose track of where we're at here.
Yeah, you better. Let's make sure we flip the initiative counters and stuff. Right?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Are we actually at 2 hours and 43 minutes?
We are. That's why I was like, all right, let's switch this back here.
We have not finished the turn yet. Is that right?
No, we have not. Let me move this off the screen.
So that's 5.
We still have. Hours. Look at this. We've got these 2 units have 4 activations. This guy's still got 2. He's got 6. I've got 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is a cluster. And
now you don't have to spend them all because you want to save some because you only get a certain amount each turn back, right?
Yeah. So like now these guys are kind of, I don't want to say worthless, but I can spend those and not worry about it. These 41s are the ones I should be husbanding a little bit better because those are my tanks, for example. Go back up here, and these are the guys that were actually putting the hurt on Kev in the beginning.
Let's talk about hurt, right? I mean, what are we really saying?
Well, it was putting the hurt on you, and it knocked you back here, which created that chain of events over here.
Blah, 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 blah. So tiring. It's all part of my plan.
Our rules guy says you can both pass. The password is.
But why would you pass when you have 6 activations available to you? You're like, we got to move shit. You got to get going, right?
Who the hell passes in a war game? You're here to fight.
Well, right, exactly. We're here to win. We're here to play. We're here to pussyfoot around.
It's like, well, if you lose these guys now, you're going to lose them for the rest of the game, and it's only turn 1. It's like, screw it, start swinging.
And your point would be what exactly? Well, we'll find out game turn 2 in this January 2022.
So let me get back to this real quick here. So we've got.
Why don't you zoom out a little bit and let's have a look at the map holistically.
Close this, and then what I want to do is make sure that we've got everything done. Oh yeah, I did spend that because I did. Where is
you had lost activation, right?
Yeah, I had the one guy. What did I do? I throw a. Yeah, I threw the boat movement on him.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the initiative
so that was my one,
is,
so it's done. So the initiative marker is back to 2.
Correct. Right.
Yeah,
so
it's back to 2 with Germans, so we're good. All right, cool. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to switch back to us, and for a second, I'm going to save this. Yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. We're going to overwrite it.
I see some further comments here. So Tales from the Loop. Have you watched any of the Marvel stuff, like the Loki series or anything like that? Have you done that?
I have not watched. I don't have Disney. I have the last. I get it. I've gotten to Disney twice, and it was always with a one of those trials.
Right.
So the only thing I've really watched on Disney has been Mandalorian, which is freaking fantastic.
Right.
The last. Have you watched Mandalorian?
I've watched the first season. I was underwhelmed by the second.
Oh, okay. So you're not like, are you not a big Star Wars like nerd geek?
You know, like I think I've seen all 77 of them, and they seem to rehash the same sequences over and over again. So I got bored with it, but I enjoy the Mandalorian story for the story. The first season, I thought it was very engaging, but I watched the first episode. I was like, oh, man, I'm just not sure I'm down to watch the rest. So I canceled my subscription. Kids got pissed, and they worked out a way around all the DRM bullshit and the logins. And so I have not logged in to watch anymore. So
I have been. When I saw the new Star Wars, I guess episode 7, I thought it was a rehash of New Hope, episode 4.
Right.
The episode 8, I says, I'm done with Disney. They don't understand Star Wars. They need to step away from it. They wasted $6 billion.
Yeah.
Then they did episode 9. I didn't even acknowledge it existed. Solo, I didn't see until it was on free streaming somewhere. And then Rogue One is their one knock it out of the park. They understand Star Wars. That was the one that I said they got it right.
Right.
Their other movies have missed the mark to varying degrees. And then I was just like, yeah, this is crap, you know. And then I saw The Mandalorian. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give this one a chance only for one reason. Jon Favreau, who really seems to respect the source material.
Right.
So I watched it and I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. This is fantastic. He literally saved Star Wars for me when it comes to Disney, because I wrote them off. They're idiots. They don't understand Star Wars. They should never have bought the material. If they're not going to respect
it's the way, right?
Exactly. This is the way. So then I watched season 2, and spoiler alert, if you've not seen season 2, when that they have the child, you know, which you've seen, right? The little baby Yoda.
Yeah.
When they have that, when they're basically trapped on that ship and the death troopers are there and the lone X-Wing shows up, I was like, that's kind of badass. That's kind of cool. Then you see a Jedi taking on all these death troopers. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, could it be? And then when he shows up and he pulls his hood back and it's a young Luke Skywalker, I was like, oh my God. I was like totally nerding out. It's like, this is greatness. And it was so much fun. And I was like, you know what? This is why Favreau is a genius. He pays the proper fan service and respects the source material. And that's exactly what you need to have, especially with something that's a huge, massive IP like
exactly. My guys are big on, actually, someone commented, Clone Wars. You know, they're really big on that.
If your city has a superhero, absolutely refuse to insure anything in it. I've not seen American Gods, but one of the guys in that is from... I think he's one of the main characters. I don't know his character name in that, but Ian McKellen, not Ian McKellen, Ian McShane. Ian McShane. He was in Deadwood. He's amazing.
Really good show. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of that. Quite good. Yeah.
Doubts Dr. Evil bust every building in the city. Something evil, someone evil, and good dies, and there's 30 minutes crying scene. But I do like the Marvel movies. I'm more of a DC guy. I did not like Justice League first one. The Zack Snyder one, far superior. It's also 4 hours long. So, but it goes into character development. The reason why I like DC over Marvel is, I mean, I've always been a Batman fan, so that's number one. Number two is Marvel is very kid friendly, and I don't know, it's like neon lights and bright tights, that type of thing. It's very sell the product, you know, it's fun. DC is very dark and it's very adult, and that's why I've always been drawn to that more. I think it feels more it feels more real world for a comic.
A little more gritty, right?
Yeah.
which I think you know, obviously Deadpool, that was all.
Oh, Deadpool's awesome.
Yeah, that's all, you know, pre-Disney. But Loki is a really good effort in the. Well, first of all, it introduces the multi-universe, so it allows for everyone who died to come back. It allows for, which, you know, happens in Marvel multi.
Oh yeah,
and it allows for all sorts of other things as well. But it also does a lot of great character development for Loki, because he's such a he's basically
Loki. He's
he's a cheesy douchebag god who fucks up all the time in the movies. But then you get to see who he is in the series, and it's actually really, really good. And so. And of course the cliffhanger at the end and all that sort of fun stuff. First season I was very impressed with. I didn't watch all the WandaVision or whatever it was. I didn't watch any of that.
Yeah.
They're trying to tie it all together so that watch it all or you don't get it, but you know, whatever. I'll pick and choose my stuff. Right?
What I think they're doing really is they've it's this number one.
Yeah.
But they ended it with Endgame, and then now they want to figure, okay, well, we ended it with Endgame and we wanted to switch to the new version of Marvel where they're going to basically rebrand everything. But you know what? We know that's going to be a hard sell for people because we've built this thing up for 10, 12 years.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to milk it for at least the next 5 to 7 years by having TV series and then finally giving Black Widow her own movie, which is like, you're like 5, 6 years behind where it should have been.
Which was actually quite a fun, entertaining movie.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was like, man, they can make 2 or 3 of these easy.
Yeah.
It was fun. And, you know, but Loki, really, what it comes down to with Loki, it's hard to fail with Loki when you have Tom Hiddleston. He really sells that role really well.
So great.
And he's so good in that. Yeah. He's so good in that, you know, so I'd say it's hard to screw that up. Right. As long as you respect the source material and let Hiddleston do his job, and he's going to sell it.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Doctor Strange. Like I would watch another Doctor Strange movie in a heartbeat.
Did you see the new Spider-Man?
Not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
They have the new trailer out, and in it, Strange is in this
really?
movie. Yeah, and it's really cool because he's like, you know, he goes to see, you know, everybody knows who Spider-Man is. They know Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So he's like, oh, I got to go see Doctor Strange. So he goes to see Doctor Strange at his little building, right? So he walks in, he's like, oh, Dr. Strange, could you help me, sir? He's like, well, you know, we just saved $1 billion, you know, like all these people around the universe. You don't need to call me sir. He's like, okay, Steven, what do we do? He's like, that's odd, but I'll allow it. the way Cumberbatch says it, he's just, he goes, that's a little uncomfortable, but I'll allow it. You know, it's like the way Cumberbatch says it. He's just so good. And I think they need to make another one.
Did you watch that Sherlock series?
Oh, yeah.
How brilliant was that?
He is brilliant. He is so good. He's such a good actor. And you know what's another good movie of his? The Courier.
Oh yeah.
That was a really good movie.
Have you watched his? It's on Amazon, I think. He's a drug addict.
No, I've not seen that.
He's a rich drug addict, and he's trying to kick heroin and crack and all that shit, and deal with his father's demons.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. He's the rich guy, and the guy's dead or something like that. Isn't his father dead or something? Yeah.
Yes, and it's an amazing.
It's different for what you'd expect to see from him, because he's always this like he's all together, he's in control, and this guy's out of control.
Very dark, but it's not violent. It's just dark. Right.
Yeah, very. Yeah, it's like the darkest nature of people's souls. You know, Brian's like loved Keaton and the Bale Batman movies. The others are cut in the stomach, and this is coming from somebody who is. I'm kind of a really tough when it comes to Batman stuff. Keaton is fantastic, and that version of Batman was great. Bale was amazing. Batfleck, as they call him, I was not sold on him until I saw the movie, and I thought he was amazing. And one of the reasons why I thought his Batman was the best screen Batman was simply because he is 6'5". He is huge. He's a big dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's 6'5", so he's physically imposing. And then when you see his fights, when he's on screen against people, it was great. And then that warehouse fight in Batman vs Superman was just, I was like, that is so Batman.
And the choreographing on that.
Yeah.
I recall watching a extensive YouTube video on the choreography, right? It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, no, fantastic. And you know, and that old chestnut, great point. Batman animated movies are better, and that is very true. They are fantastic. The cartoon with Luke Skywalker as Joker, Gotham was really, really good.
Tough show.
It was very good if you're a Batman fan, because there was a lot of little Easter eggs sprinkled throughout, and
too gory for me. I chickened out.
Really, you didn't watch Gotham?
I'm not a gory guy. I don't like a lot of gore. Like
really
gratuitous, bloody, gory stuff. People sliding knives across necks and down spines. Like I have not watched the whole. What's that Game of Thrones thing? I haven't seen a whole.
Game of Thrones.
Episode. Not watched one episode.
Well, the thing I liked about Batman or Gotham was it was their interpretation of a young Bruce Wayne and the whole surrounding things.
I hadn't got that far, right? I didn't know that they got to that. I thought it was going to be like a police guy trying to work out why Batman's a good guy. So I didn't even know that there was a young Bruce Wayne.
Oh, no, it's fantastic because you see all of the criminals, all of his rogues gallery, you see them introduced. Penguin and Riddler, everybody but Joker. Until you get to the end, and they tease Joker. You know, there's Penguin, there's Riddler, all that stuff. There's a bunch of others too.
That's pretty cool.
Joker is in there, but there's this big friggin' thing with Warner Brothers and whatever. You can't call him Joker, so they had him Jerome, is what his name was. You knew it was Joker,
right?
But the finale, they do it like a 10-year, 20-year time jump, and you see all the stuff happening, you know, going on and everything. Oh, they're all older now. And finally, the final shot of the show is they're looking up and they see this, you know, this shadow go across the building. They look up and they're like, who is he? Oh, he's a friend. And you finally see him in the bat suit. And that's how they finish the show. You see him reveal as Batman, which I thought was kind of cool.
So I saw a YouTube clip just the other day, last week, and it had this young punk-ass kid being Batman, right? I was like, what? And then I saw it was from Gotham. I was like, okay, now I gotta watch that. So I think I'll try and square that away. That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's good, but it's five seasons long.
Yeah,
the story is more about there. You know, you see Bruce, you see Alfred, and all that stuff, and you see Gordon, but you see all of these guys go through their trials, you know, the Joker, the Riddler, all these guys, you see them grow, which I thought was kind of neat. Right. You see all that happen, and then Doctor Strange, the other Doctor Strange, the DC's Doctor Strange, he is the guy who's like experimenting on everybody, and it's really cool. Yeah, he's awesome. And so it's cool, and it develops up real nicely. So
what do you think of Joker then, or whatever it was called?
The Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix was a great movie for showing a guy slipping into madness.
Yeah.
From a DC perspective, I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of it. until the end. And then I kind of liked it a little bit. I liked the way it finished, and I like Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's a great great actor. So as a one-off, I was okay with it. But as far as if it was to be part of a series, it would be a hard sell for me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think with Marvel, I'm not a huge fan of the Winter Soldier, Captain America, or Winter Soldier, Falcon series. That just kind of seems gratuitous, and they're trying to cash in on social issues versus like engaging movies and things like that. So,
Brian is going to go watch Expanse season 5, episode 4 with Patron.
With Patron, Alex.
And if you watch The Expanse, there's a number of great characters in the show. But my favorite character in the show is got to be Amos, because he is, at first you're going to be like, how the hell does anybody like Amos? He's just like this no emotion, just like a puppy dog type of guy. But that was what I love about his character, is you see him develop and you find out why he is the way he is over the course of the 6 seasons of the show. And you start to see him go from this like no emotion, kind of a cold puppy dog type of, blind follower, to he's fiercely loyal. Right. And he's starting to show more emotions, and he becomes more complex. But man, you do not screw with that guy. You do not screw with that guy.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Any other shows? What other shows you like?
I'm there's a part of me that has a perverse interest in Billions. I just love the key characters. They're so rich and bizarre.
Which one?
I like that. Billions.
Billions. I have not watched that yet.
Same guy, right? Same guy from Banter Brothers, right?
Yeah.
He's just. I love his character portrayals. So smart, so clever.
And Paul Giamatti, who is one of the most, in my opinion, underrated actors there is.
Very much so, right? I guess I'm trying to think of what else we've watched. I mean, we really don't watch a lot.
Have you ever seen John Adams?
No.
It was a 6-part miniseries from HBO.
No.
Paul Giamatti plays John Adams.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, I think you'd like it. And that's why I was like, if you like Giamatti, you'll like it.
I've seen YouTube clips. Yes, very good. Paul Giamatti's, and he's a stellar character.
He is.
In Billions. It's on Amazon Prime, and you can subscribe to Netflix for $10 and watch it. I think it's 4 seasons.
It's on Netflix?
No, Amazon.
It's just on Prime. Oh, okay.
It's Showtime. It's Showtime.
Showtime. Yeah.
So I wait for 2 seasons to come out and then cancel. So,
I signed up for Showtime.
We just don't watch shit. I mean, I watch more YouTube videos than anything.
Yeah.
If
Ray Donovan. You watch Ray Donovan?
Yeah.
That's also on Showtime.
Yeah, no, I
watch
that. Billions. I did 9 episodes in 12 hours or whatever, and just canceled it. I was like, okay, thanks for playing.
If you had Showtime, or next time you get Showtime, if you get it again, there's a show on there called Counterpart that I watched. It was only 2 seasons and they canceled it, which I thought was
I saw that series.
Did you?
They wrapped that all up. That was amazing. That was
yes. That was really good.
Amazing with the 2 worlds.
Yes, the 2 worlds in Berlin. It was split in the middle. Yeah.
Amazing. It's like the Night Watchman, right? I mean, that was whatever that series was. That was 2 seasons. That was amazing TV. Fantastic. Yeah.
Has anybody else seen that? Oh,
Counterpart is amazing. What a great twist and turn.
Lance right there. I'm not that guy. That's one of my favorite scenes of all time right there with him. Yeah. Which I could actually pull up and show if you guys wanted to see it, but everyone else saying Amos. And Last Pirate Kingdom is great too. That was another good one. And that was kind of
what is all this stuff?
That is like 6, I think it's 4 or 6 episodes. It's kind of like The Last Samurai, or not Last Samurai. What was the Samurai one? anybody can say in the chat, I forget the name of the samurai one, but there's a docudrama that they did for samurai, and then there's one they did for the pirates. And there were like 6 episodes. I think the samurai one might have been 8. But what they do is they have actors, and they're telling you what's going on. They have these historians telling you what's going on, and they have actors act out the scenes.
No way.
And it really draws you in. Now, a word of warning for the samurai one, there are a lot of beheadings, of course, because taking heads was one of the things they did.
Yeah.
And then the Pirate Kingdom one was really fantastic, especially if you ever watched Black Sails. That was on.
You watch, dude. I haven't logged into Amazon or Netflix in 9 months. I don't think.
Damn. Yes, Blackbeard. That sucked to be Blackbeard, and you find out why Blackbeard was miserable all the time. He had syphilis, and what they were doing was he had to take to beat syphilis. He had to take mercury, and it really was not good.
Not good for him.
Yeah, that's not good in any way, shape, or form. And then also they had to check him out, and the checking him out part was painful to watch because you can imagine what it would be like to be him, you know. But Black Sails is great because what I liked about Black Sails is they took history and fiction, merged it together really well. And what it is it's all of the events leading up to Treasure Island. So you get introduced to Long John Silver when he's a nobody, and then he becomes somebody, and at the end he's a big somebody, and Flint and all these other ones, and then of course the historical pirates and all these people that happened around the time of the Pirate Republic, and they mixed the fiction and the history really well, nicely together. So, and then they also tied it into Treasure Island, and they're saying that they would like to do a Treasure Island with the same cast, but everyone's saying let's wait a while. We don't need to do it now. Let's wait until everybody's a little older because it's set way in the future. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Clint Eastwood waiting to do Unforgiven, right?
Oh, Clint Eastwood. Yeah. That guy's a genius.
Classic stuff. Well, dude, have we really been doing this for 3 hours?
We have been doing this for 3 hours, and we still have 10 people on with us, and we appreciate all you guys sticking around and watching us screwing around with the game and then BSing for a little while because we wanted to do a little bit shorter than last week. We went 3.5 hours, and we were kind of stuck, and then we ran into that chain mess.
And now we know what the hell we're doing, and we got less done. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's funny.
But we did get a little bit more done, and kind of sort of. But we were also. This was a weird night because Kev was rushing. I was a little busy, and I did not pay as close attention to a lot of things that I should have. So it was a little bit less smooth than last week.
It's less professional than our usual.
Yeah, it was a little less professional. Dick Grayson versus Jason Todd showdown there. There's some real life pirates. That's good. That's a good point. Modern Love. No way am I going down there. Okay.
Not sure what that. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's his wife's watching one of those weird shows. But I would say if you guys are, what is it here? I got to see if I can find it here. Batman Dying is Easy. I know Kev has seen part of it. I think you've seen the whole thing.
I watched all those. They're awesome.
Yeah. That is a fan film, and it's called Batman Dying is Easy. Bat in the Sun Productions. They do really good Batman fan films. It's like 12 or 14 minutes long or something like that, but they do an amazing job, and they really stick to the comics as far as the feel, the look, everything. And the guy they have playing Batman, Kevin Porter, is just really great. And he does he's a big imposing dude. He's all, weightlifter and all that stuff, but he does the voice and he gets the intimidation factor down, and it's really, really good. So spend like 10, 15 minutes watching it and you'll enjoy it. If you've not seen it.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
Josie Wales, Pale Rider. Yeah.
Another great movie, right?
Blame It on the Tequila. Hey, wait a minute, Brian. I thought you were going to go watch The Expanse.
His little kid's going, Dad, I thought you were going to come watch a show with me.
Shut up and have some more tequila.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so Yeah, no, and we'll see about when the next time we can do it, whether it's on next Friday or maybe during the week or something like that. Because if we expedite this a little bit, Friday's nice because we can screw around and not have to worry about getting up for work the next day. But maybe we can kind of squeeze in a little bit more of maybe finish the first turnout sometime next week.
Maybe, and I can go change out of my wet shorts and actually,
wear your diapers next time. You won't have a problem.
It's not that I pee myself so much, but chlorine, it's a thing.
He's watching and drink not with his son. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Epic TV on YouTube. Watch Napoleon's Marshals. You know what? That reminds me. Napoleon's Marshals, Sharp's Rifles. Another great series. Yeah. One of the best parts about Sharp's Rifles is it's one of the few times that Sean Bean doesn't die. And tell me this is not really a good idea. You know how Kev goes on his little rants sometimes about games, and I told him before. Yes, you need to have a segment on your channel called Sharp's Trifles, where you pick on shit, and that way you talk about stuff. I think it would be greatness. I think it would be greatness.
I need to work that out, right?
There you go.
We'll have a little promo with those guys, and then Sharp's Trifles.
They'd be like, "You're the chosen men," and then you're like, "Me?
Not so much.
Me? No, you." But yeah, so we'll see about doing something next week, and we'll let you guys know. But really appreciate you guys joining us tonight, and we will catch you on the next one. Have a good night, everyone.
Cheers.